Hey everybody, welcome to the show. We'll be live here in just a few minutes. If you haven't been here for a special event in the Darkest of House. The Darkest House is very different. It's a Monty Cook Games piece where it is all done through a digital platform and you have access and links to everything on the app where I can share into a screen. You'll get to see all these as well, and you'll see the player's point of view and not the GM's point of view. Last we left off, this group was in a very dire circumstance, and now we're throwing them into a worse circumstance, if that's possible. Streamloot cards are active today. If you haven't used them for the show, they give bonuses to the cast members. They add time to our marathon timer. This marathon timer is a little different. There is a doom timer where something bad happens when the timer is up. The timer starts at 30 minutes and winds down from there. Every pack purchased or Streamloot subscription that is picked up, gifted or for yourself, counts towards the timer. We'll be starting here about 4 minutes. Get yourself some popcorn and something to drink, and we will be kicking off the show. Well, everybody, we are going back to the Darkest House. I didn't know when we were going to come back to this. I'm excited. I love this. I'm a big fan of adventure design, and I think that adventure designs have needed to level up for the longest of fucking times. And this is a prime example of how to make a new adventure. It uses a gigantic plot web. Everything is hyperlinked. You hear me, Paizo. I know Todd's going to call me out, but you hear me, Paizo. Everything is hyperlinked, and everything on it also has artwork, and everything has copy links, so you can copy and paste links into Discord or whatever service that you're using for the people who are playing your game to see. If you want to play a haunted house, I mean literally a haunted house, and plug it into absolutely any setting, this is it for you. It even comes with its own system to convert and reconvert back to what you're going to play. So tonight we are using the house system. That is what they call it in the Darkest House. And I don't know what to say other than the house hates you. Like, that's the main thing you got to know about this. It's down below. I'm playing the GM for this with the storyteller, and as a reminder to remind you that the house hates you. And on this side, you're going to see a timer. And I won't start this until the first decision for the players. Once they make it, we'll start the clock. And if my players try to stall and not start the clock, I'll just chop 10 minutes off. Because I already hear the cheesiness in Drew's brain right now, which is going to go, well, if we just don't open a door, then the timer doesn't start. I already know what he's thinking. Yeah, and I just got to fuck you in the background. So that's what, wow, callback. No one can hear that. So we're going to be starting this off. Cards are available. And if you were here last time we did this, those cards that you have, like I said, will never go away, and they're still good, or I'll transfer them to a new system. They're up and running right now. So let's get into this. Let's bring the players on screen. And usually we start right in the thick of it. But instead of doing that, I actually want to do a quick overview for the rules with the players and for the audience. So, hi, everybody. We're short of Kelly tonight.
Oh, Kelly.
Which means that the person who knows everything in character, because their character's got like knowledge checks up the wazoo, is not here. But that's good, because in this game, having conversations with the NPCs, making decisions, the only time you roll dice in the Darkest House is when it's an action that could end in bad shit. That can be knowledges, but usually not. The character sheets are very light. They're very easy to use. There's not a lot to them. So you don't have to worry about that too much. The dice system is very simple. It uses boons and banes. Todd just read over them again while I was setting the final stuff up. But in short, it's a 2d6 system. Very simple, right? And when you roll these, you're looking to get a rating of 7 plus whatever the GM says. So, for example, if I say it's a difficulty or a rating 2, it's 7, 8, 9. You need a 9 on 2 dice plus whatever your bonus is. You may have a bonus in the activity that is being called upon. And you determine that by reverse engineering your character through the house system. We did Pathfinder 2 and converted them over. Thankfully, we haven't leveled yet, so nothing really changes. At third level in Pathfinder, correct me if I'm wrong, Todd, you end up being a rating 2 character, right? So we're rating 2. And that's a bonus to everything?
And even if we were level 4, we're still rating 2 in this system.
Yeah, it doesn't really change till you hit 5, and it's like 5 to 8 or 5 to 9 or something, then it bumps again. You can even play superheroes in the Darkest House, which that would be fucking wild. Playing superheroes in the Darkest House. That would be some like House of M kind of shit. So besides these 2d6, you have another d6 that needs to be a different color. This is the house dice. If you are successful on your skill check at any point in time, but this is still the highest die rolled, something fucking bad happens, which is my favorite thing to hear. It's like GM Intrusion Plus. If you ever have boons and banes, you don't need different colors, because if I say you get a boon, but for some reason there's 2 banes in the room, they wash each other out, you could lose a die and even go down to 1. And you roll and you add your rating, you still hope you can get it. That's the short of it for the system. Everything in this game is basically a rating 7 plus, whatever I said the rating is. The only exception to the rule I can think of, and correct me if I'm wrong, any of the cast members, but if you get like a wound or something that is a static number, those are usually like wound 10 means it's a 10 that you're rolling against. So that would be a 7, 8, 9, 10. Technically it'd be a wound 4, but your wounds are the rating that injured you as the rating you have to roll against when you go to heal. So.
Don't get hurt. Check.
Don't get hurt. Don't fuck around. And definitely don't find out. With that said, I'm going to take us and give us a brief overview of how you're getting to the darkest house, because right now, our party is in a different bad situation. The last time we played this, our group was helping a group of Duergar, or dark dwarfs, or deep dwarfs, or whatever it is you call it in your system. In ours, they're still Duergar. I've always liked that. I know they're said differently by everybody, but that's what I've always called them. And Sipple, which is the head of this group that was there, they were trying to get through an ancient gate that was pre-sundering in Ethauntia, which means it was something that existed before the world was kind of torn apart. They got the gate open, but not without great cost. They had to execute some of their own dwarves that were with them because they got hit with a rare disease that was unhealable. They crossed the bridge all the way up to the threshold. Between Georgia and Sipple, they used ley line magics to force the gate open. We almost lost Georgia as well in that, but with a little fight, powered through. When Sipple turns back around in front of the gate as it opens up, Wilcuff, which is the person that is working with them, has dedicated themselves currently to Kelly's character, Maria, for 1 year of service. A cold wind blows out, freezes the rest of the dark or deep dwarf party, leaving only Sipple and Wilcuff alive. And then Wilcuff gets pulled down the hall, either through like telekinesis or some great force, down this dark, dark hallway into nothing, screaming. And in the darkness, eyes of different chromatic colors start to appear as this full vision of this monstrosity appears. With that, there's a bright flash of light, a burning sensation for the party. And the first thing I need is all of them to resist being reality shifted back into the darkest house. So this is a difficulty 4. Rating 4, so you're 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and this is a mental resistance. If you fail this, you will be taking a wound for it. Now, we do have some cards to get this up and running. This is the first roll, so I'll be starting the timer right after this. So let me look at only pending cards. We do have a DH to save a player. If anyone does die, you can just take a 10 wound, and you can do that. And we do have a few DH base bonuses. Let's see here. Bonus. Who do we have? Do we have any allies and all that kind of stuff? I think everybody has a bonus where you can get a +1 to your roll right now if you would like to take it.
Might as well.
That
Burn 'em
sounds
up.
great.
All right, we'll use one from Allie. This is from Kelly, who's not here, but, you know, in spirit. One for Drew, also from Kelly. She's here in spirit. For Todd, unfortunately, it doesn't look like you have any left. Ooh, no, there's none left for Todd. And that is all of them. But there is, I believe, a resistance. If you would like to get a bonus to DH base roll, you can do that. That'll give you actually a boon to the roll, Todd.
Okay.
And that is also from Kelly. Just figured since she's not here in spirit, we should at least use her cards. +1 is a lot in this game. For those who don't know, since you're only rolling 2d6, Todd will be rolling 3d6. Make sure you roll that house die with it. The house die does not count towards your total. This is just to determine if something bad happens.
And Eric, I do have one of my boons is root magic, and it says that there is a +1 to first saving throw. That's what it says there. I don't know if that's +1 dice or if that's a 1-to-1.
It'll say a boon if it's a die, and if it says a +1, it's just a +1 to your total.
Okay, beautiful, 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 beautiful.
That just means your rating is 1 higher when you're making rolls for that particular thing.
Yeah, basically just adds a +1 to your total.
So we're looking for an 11. So it's our roll plus our rating.
Roll plus your rating for mental.
Mm-hmm.
For mental.
If you have anything mental, like you might have a high will save that got converted over or something like that. If not, it's just 2d6 plus your rating, which is 2.
I have resist damage 3, spell resistance 3.
Spell resistance would count.
You too.
So it'd be
Oh. So
yeah, spell resistance, it would be that.
So I add 3, or that's my rating.
You add
modified
total
ratings.
rating. Yeah.
Got it. Okay, so it's +3.
Yeah, because it means that your base rating is a 2 for your level, essentially, when you convert it over, and a +1 for probably a high will or something like that.
Explain to me how the house die works again.
Is it
If
higher
it's the
than
highest?
your highest die?
No, it's equal to.
I don't think equal counts. I think it has to be higher than.
Okay, good.
Also,
So spell resistance.
Can you turn yourself down 1 click?
Check 1, 2.
Yeah, you were really loud for some reason.
So the house die.
Specifies higher.
Okay, cool. House die was a 6, but I rolled a 6 and a 3 plus 3 is 12, so I made it.
Okay, that's pretty good. So you're good. What about Allie? What did Georgia get?
Okay, so we have the +1 and then another +1 for this first saving throw. And then it is spell resistance 3, which puts us at 5. And I rolled a 4 and a 1, so I'm at a 10. With all those bonuses.
Ooh. I'm gonna tell you that that's not the best.
That's not. No.
It's not. That's really not the best. What about you, Todd? What did Burke get?
I got a
First time in the house, he has no
13,
idea what's
thanks to-
going on.
Yeah, I got a 13 thanks to the boon.
All right, 13. So with that, as you all get shunted in, what I'm going to look here is I just want to make sure that I don't have a reroll available for Allie. I don't think we do. I was hoping maybe, Allie, we had a reroll to try to save you for this very difficult roll. But it looks like you are SOL. Let me see here. Any available? There is... Wait. Let me look. Base reroll. Looks like there is one available. Would you like to reroll? It's the only one we have.
Yes.
Do we?
Okay, yeah, let's go. Reroll both of them?
Yeah, you reroll the whole thing, including the house die.
Okay.
This is also from Kelly, by the way. It doesn't sound good. Was that bad? You're choking on the failure is what it sounds like to me.
Got snake eyes with 2 1s.
So the house die is definitely higher than yours?
No, they're both 1.
You get 2 dice and the house die.
Yeah, roll another of the other die.
Yeah, you always have
You
2
reroll
base
everything.
dice.
I
Did
hate
you
it
not
here.
roll?
Okay.
So now roll 1 more d6.
Okay. Yeah. So that's part of why I rolled so low. I passed. We're
Okay.
good now.
Yeah, it's always 2d6 to
12.
start plus the house die.
That's what I had in my hands, and then I went, oh wait, gotta put this one down. Okay, we're getting there. Recalibrating.
Wait, hang on. Can I just ask, do we have to use that reroll if she didn't roll all the dice
Yeah,
the first time?
yeah, absolutely. It's
Okay.
not my fault you fucked up.
That's fair. That's fair.
And with that, I'm going to resume the timer here. We have 32
Definitely
minutes.
won't need a reroll later.
Yeah, no.
Definitely not.
Todd, someone did give you a bonus, which is +2. You got a medium bonus sitting around now. There's some RP bonuses available. So we got a little bit. Sarju's already throwing some cards down. With that said, I'm going to take us over to the map so you all know where we're at, what's going on. It is, I'm going to recant the room. Be happy, Allie, that you didn't fail this roll.
She is. We all are.
All of you get thrown and get slapped. I shouldn't say thrown. It feels like someone hit you in the head in combat, and you were so dazed when you open your eyes, you're still seeing like spots and bright lights. As the little floating particles in your eyes settle away, it just settles to dust in the room. In the room, there is a mirror that all 3 of you are sitting at the foot of the bed looking at. And there's a thing holding onto the side, creeping and looking out the mirror at you. Allie, if you would have failed, you would have been on the other side of the mirror.
Oh, good. Okay.
Which you didn't have happen. Now, I have a different version of this. I'm going to give you the description of the room until it all sinks back in. There is also art. I will give us some art as well for this. It is quite special, the art for this. I think you all will remember it to the group. Here you go. And then I will show the audience as well so they can see what it looks like. Inside this room, it appears to be a well-furnished, well-kept bedroom. A blue bedspread covers the bed, and dark brown furnishings complete the room, including a small cabinet with books and small boxes on top. And in front of you, there's a full-length mirror. Paintings in old gold-colored frames adorn the walls, and one creature looking back at you with red eyes, and you can see it in the image as well. This is what you're currently looking at. What does the party want to do? You remember this place, except for maybe Burke. Burke, you come from another place. You're actually probably the only person here who's used to reality shifting and moving between realms, right? Because that's part of your background. Todd, anything that has to do with reality shifting, Burke has a rating 1 higher than his normal rating.
All right.
So write that on your character sheet. Think of it like plane jumping or plane shifting. You know a little bit more when you're doing a reality or a realm shift. With that said, this is the room you're in, group. And from here, I just become kind of the person who answers questions for you. I don't really design a lot of this. I act as the NPCs, but this comes down to you figuring out how the fuck to get back out of here. I will tell the party, take the first fucking exit you can.
Mm-hmm.
And I will not remind you of any of the old episodes other than what I've told you for that 9-hour marathon that we did. I will not tell you anything other than what you remember now. This is like coming into the house and going, fuck, what do I remember?
George is immediately just going to,
Yeah.
like, yeah.
No, this is, no. How? Why?
You've got to
Stop looking at me.
I just keep staring at you.
Georgia would like to take one of the paintings off the wall.
Okay.
And I want to throw it.
Which
to
painting
mirror.
in the picture?
The one that looks like a skull. The
You mean the
floral
one
skull.
with the 3 eyeballs?
No,
the
the
other
one that
one.
looks like a
Oh, the
skull.
one to the right. Okay. I guess it kind of looks like a skull, doesn't it?
It absolutely does.
It's a little bit like a skull. I mean, I don't know, audience. What do you think? I guess it kind of is a skull, right?
That's totally a skull.
Yeah, you're more than welcome to take that off the wall. When you walk up and grab it and pull off the wall, it's nailed. It's got the classic like wire behind it. When you pull it off, it's barbed wire that was cut and used to hang it as you take it down, and a hand starts to reach through a hole behind it.
I would like to grab the barbed wire and kind of like
whack at it?
like, yeah, not grab the barbed wire, but, grab the painting and like.
Okay, so that unfortunately means you are going to be attacking.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Give me your roll. The difficulty for this, boy. They are a difficulty 2. Shooting for a 9.
Okay.
This would be an attack roll, 2d6. No boon or bane for this, really. It's pretty easy to hit. It's like whack-a-mole, right?
So I got a 14,
yeah.
but my house die was the highest. So.
Was it higher than the other dice? All of them? Maybe not.
Like,
maybe.
Put together?
No, I mean like each individual one.
No, it's higher than both the other dice.
I got a 4, 4, and a 6.
Yeah, that means it's higher. It means the house will act.
Well, it doesn't matter. She already did it. I can't remember. Can you assist in this game? In these rules?
No
Like, can you
real rules, but for what was just going on, it already happened, so there would be no assist.
Yeah, no, I'm just curious for future reference. Like, can you assist and give a boon or something?
I don't think so. Todd, if you want to look at the rules, you can find it. We'll doctor that, but I don't think you can aid. If you can, it's probably like a +1. I don't think it'd be a boon.
Okay.
But
Yeah, that would be like a special ability, like
Like
like on our
Burke
character
will
sheet.
do that. Burke is really good at aiding.
yeah, Clive.
That's why I was
you could
asking,
give a
yeah.
boon to an ally's attack.
Yeah.
Once per
Yeah.
round.
So no, not for you. So
thing.
anyway, as you hit this thing, as you swing at it, its hand grabs the top of the picture frame and you pin it against the wall, and the fingernails grow out long. Give me your what is the damage for your attack? Isn't it just a
that is a
D6 plus your rating, Todd? Isn't that how damage goes for most things? The weapon's damage is always a D6, right? And then your rating adds to it?
No, the damage I think is the rating. I didn't read that far ahead.
I think it's
Damage.
a D6 roll. Or it might be your total versus I think it's the difference between, actually. I'm pretty sure it's the difference between and I had to save. What was your total again?
Damage is a D6. Add your rating. Subtract the rating of your opponent.
Yeah.
The result is the rating of the wound you inflict.
So D6 plus 2.
Alrighty, so that's 4.
A 4. And
But
mine
the
is
result-
a D6 plus my rating in the difference between. Well, lucky you, I rolled a 1. So you do a damage to me. So it's a wound 1. As you smash this thing, I have special rules for my stuff. The fingernails start to grow. Last time we were in the house, we were at a level 3 for our Doom rating. Out of the corner of your eye, you see a familiar figure from the past, from your past. I would say that out of the corner of your eye, in the mirror, besides the creature with the eyes, you also see a silhouette of Clive on the other side of the mirror. Clive is Todd's old character.
Mm-hmm.
That's the house's acting. That's
Okay,
not good
cool.
either. I know that sounds very basic, but the house acting is always
No.
horrible. The arm pulls back in as the fingernails grow, and it kind of drags over the top and leaves lines in the picture frame, and pulls his hand back into the other.
Oh, that was
Yeah,
bullshit.
it actually says for the house site, it's definitely not good.
Georgia, didn't we go out that window last time? Isn't
No, door. The door.
or didn't we go out the closet door or whatever that door is?
The one on the left-hand side you went out.
Is this the damn house again? Are we
You've been
back
in here
that
too?
House? This is
Huh?
where I ended up when I was stranded in the Never Never. Supplies were low. My team and I were starving, and a door opened up in the wall and brought us to this place. And it immediately separated us and kicked us out. And that's when I met Maria.
You know,
So
we
if
should
this
really
is that
talk
place
more.
again, we need to stay together.
Now, I want to point out that he just said he met Maria, and
Mhm.
Maria had only separated from your party in the previous show a couple times.
Yeah.
And Maria has never mentioned Burke until he came out, and she acted surprised as hell she never met him.
Right. Oh,
Yeah, yeah. Welcome to the house. What do you
Okay.
all want to do?
George is going to shake it off because she is technically a slightly wise character despite
Yeah.
my actions.
Hey, no, you did nothing wrong. That was wise. You're like, fuck this. We're stopping this. Now you have a painting in
Yep.
your hand.
Okay. Painting still in my hand. I want to look all around it, and I want to show
Well-
it to the mirror.
Well, hold on. I'm going to paste something in here for you.
Oh.
On the back of your painting, when you flip it around, you notice this. Feel free to read that out loud. I will also
Oh,
copy the
that's-
task.
That's not
as well.
why.
How many mouths will it take to devour you?
Don't say that answer out loud for fuck's sake.
Already read it. Too late.
No, I'm saying like she said it. I'm like, don't answer it. Wait, if I remember, put it back on the wall.
Hmm.
Georgia.
Wait a minute. Okay, I'll put it back on the wall. Yeah. Did we do this already?
We were in this room and we got out of this fucking place through that door.
Yeah.
So let's go.
Okay.
Burke,
yeah,
you said
let's
you
go
were
take a look.
Better.
Burke, you said you were in here already. For how long?
Not this room, but I get the same vibes from this room as I did elsewhere.
All
It
right.
was a couple of hours, I think. I really don't know.
Yeah, I mean, fucking
Alright.
time to you would be so relative because it didn't pass right where you were previously either. Don't touch it, you'll go blind, says Katie.
My team might still be here.
That's a very big mic.
When he
Because
says
if I
that, the
came out of
eyes
this
on the other
house-
side, the two faces, Clive and the other one, as soon as he says that, they slide away from the window or the mirror.
Because for as long as it took for me to arrive back home, 40 years had gone by.
What?
And I don't know if that had to do with this house or where I was, but even in the weeks that I've been with you, they could still be in here.
Well, let's hope that we run into them on the way out. Because that should be our main goal, is to find the fucking door to get home again.
Yes, I agree.
Which, and he points at the door behind. We went through the one behind the bed.
Wasn't
I
it?
don't know.
Okay.
I don't know, did you? I don't know.
Where's
a
the
good
damn
question.
picture again? Oh, I hate it here so much.
And then for the audience, so
you
you can see what they see as well.
Well, no, because if that's our viewpoint, then we came in through the door next to the bed, because the bed's right there. I thought we went the other way.
Which door would
Oh,
you
wait,
like
no.
to go through? Or do you want to search the room?
Yeah.
So-
Search the room.
There's the cabinet, the books, small boxes, the painting, the bed, a mirror, two doors.
Mirror's in here, the blue demon himself.
Oh my God! I want a chocolate bar. He sees the picture of the eyes on the wall, and he's like, "Wait a minute. Do they move at all?
Do what?
Looking at the painting,
No, they don't move.
is there any color to them at all?
One is
Anything
an-
reminiscent of what we saw
Nope.
in the
One
cave?
is an abstract image that's suggestive of three eyes. The other depicts a surreal skull-like face. Behind the skull-like face one is the note that Georgia found.
I'm going to re-up my armor and shield just because I have to do it every 10 minutes anyway, just to make sure I've got that on and in a defensive position.
What did
I
you?
am-
Stardew said
I'm
10
worried.
minutes search and we're all dead. Well, you got 18 minutes on the clock right now until something bad happens.
Okay. It was the one behind the bed. We came in through the one farther away. That's the one we entered through last time, which means we left behind the bed.
For the
Right.
simplicity of describing things on the screen, I will say we'll just do north, south, east, west. North is always up
Yeah.
on the image for now, just to make things simple in an
Yep.
image. Or up, or we can do up, down, left, right, whatever you want to do, but just keep it relative to the screen or to the image.
Oh, up, down.
No, there's no.
That's how we get out of here. That's how we get out of here.
For those, we just
Akari
had a bunch of
Warriors.
people show up while you are all discussing in the background what you want to do. The Streamloot cards for this are the same that we used last time. They're still active. So if you had cards in that set, they're still good to go. Streamloot subs and Streamloot cards gifted or played add time. This shows about 2.5 hours. Every 30 minutes, I restart the timer. But you can add time to it by getting cards. If not, I'm going to go to the next level of Doom on the Doom tracker, basically making it easier for me to get to the final tier of Doom. We've never been there. If you want the players to die, that's where it goes. So what do you guys want to do?
I'm going to, if there was writing on one painting, I'm going to check the back of the other painting and see if there's writing on that.
When you pull it off, the wallpaper kind of pulls with it from being stuck there for so long, but there is nothing on the back of the painting.
Okay, put it back and start searching the drawers, I guess.
For the cabinet?
Yeah.
All right, if you want to look for the cabinet. Inside, there's a variety of clothes. Most of them don't look like they were ever worn. There's a lot of stereotypical garments for men and women. Specifically things like shirts, blouses with frills on the side, button-up men's shirts, but none of them seem to be of like Ingrad or Moldavia. They are a different total style. The buttons are like white pearl. Not real pearl, but you know, that color. But they're fabrics you've never felt before. It's off. But it's just clothes. And there's even some like gender neutral things in there, like
nightgowns and shit.
jackets and shit like that. Socks.
Hoodies.
There's no hoodie. I actually double check because I was say if there's a hoodie, you can go get one in the store. And someone asked what the goal was for. There is a goal on screen for Streamloots. If we hit 4,000, we're gonna do an Ogre Force movie.
Cinder,
That's
my
gonna be
boy.
on for a while. So anyway,
My boy.
there's no. I know. I had to pull our gelatinous friend back out for that one. Start it with talking in two stalls again.
Guard.
Grax.
Is there
Okay.
a
Grax.
t-shirt in the closet that says secret on it? Maybe?
Muffler cake.
There's not. There's not.
That would unlock a lot in this.
It would unlock a lot in this fucking game.
I'm going to check the drawers on the...
That's all that's in there. Close the whole thing.
They're talking about the mirror stand?
Yeah, that's what the cabinet is. Yeah,
Oh, okay. What about the dresser next to it?
same thing. Just close.
Same thing? Okay. All right. Well, I guess check under the bed.
Actually, speaking of the bed, Eric, I would like to take the comforter off the bed and just throw it over the mirror.
Okay, yeah, sure. You can take it and throw it over the mirror. It's a big blue comforter. You take it up. When you go to throw it over the mirror, one of the faces slides to look at you as you are throwing it over the mirror again. You do notice, looking at the mirror, the inside of the mirror seems larger than the room you're in.
Of course it does.
Yep, now I can't see it anymore.
Okay, throw it over it.
Cool. Oh, fuck.
What?
Wait. No, it's fine. Trying to open that door.
Which door? Left or right?
Left.
Left. Or, well, east or west, whatever you want to do. So the left door.
Weast.
East
The bed door.
No, west. Left is west.
I said weast.
Okay, bed door or other door?
Bed door. I am
Bed
going to
door.
check under the bed before we leave, though.
That's where we found lipstick
It
last
is-
time, right?
Locked. You have a flash, actually. Regdur, or no, Georgia, you said you're going to it, or Regdur is? Georgia was, right?
Georgia was.
Okay, so you throw the thing over it and you go to it. It's going to be a little me and you, and you and me.
You and me.
So as you walk over to the door and you put your hand on the door, whoops, I put the wrong person on here. Let me turn Todd off. Boop. As you put your hand on the door, there's a flash of fucking Todd. So we turned Todd off, and Todd said, "You could never." So there's a flash, and you have a memory of opening this door and Arctic winds blowing in, and you stepping out into Moldavia for the first time from the house. It's locked, and the door does not feel cold.
Hmm.
What do you want to do?
I need to find the fucking key.
There's definitely a key. So you're going to go look under the bed. I will switch to Drew then. Regdur, as you lean down and look under the bed, a hand reaches down holding a key. about midway into the bed. You'd have to partially crawl under, like a bad porn.
What are you doing, step demon?
I'm clipping that. I'm gonna mark that timer.
So one of my special abilities is I can see in the dark.
Sure, you can still see underneath it.
And do I see
pitch black besides the hand that like literally comes out of darkness that you can't see through? And I quote, "Under the bed is so dark, even people who can see in the darkest of situations cannot see through the void under the bed." You see the hand peer out? It's an like awkwardly shaped hand with stitchings along the knuckles, and it's holding a key. You can see the end of the key out of its fist, beckoning you. Would you like to do anything before I go back to the video?
Yeah, I'm gonna make a perception check.
Don't have to do that kind of stuff in the game unless I ask.
Oh, okay. So my modified rating, I'm good at perception, so I have a 3 instead of a regular 2.
Just ask me a question.
I want to use that in turn, along with trap building, to see if there's any traps attached to the hand that I can see.
Physical trap, but you sure as fuck feel like it's a trap.
Feel like one? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a trap. Like your spidey senses your dwarven senses are tingling. Right before a cave in, that's this feeling.
Right. Hard fucking no. Okay, so fuck it. I'm gonna swing at the wrist with my axe.
Okay. Give me your roll
to try and chop the.
That's a really odd swing. I'm giving you a bane. That's a really fucking weird swing to do with an axe rifle under a bed, laying on your belly quickly.
No, I'm laying on my side.
Still not easy to do. You were not prepared to swing things underneath a bed. I'm giving you a bane, which means you take a die off. Would you like a card?
Well,
how much? No, because
I have a boon using my axe gun, so it's gonna wash.
A wash. Okay, so you still get 2d6 plus the house die. Nice.
Yo, shit.
Nice. Is it a closet?
Sorry, what was the difficulty?
I didn't tell you.
Oh, okay. So 11 plus 13.
Okay. As you swing, you make contact with it. And it hits into the arm. And I will read the second part of this. If this thing is attacked with any form of melee weapon, it grabs onto the weapon after being hit.
Okay.
As 2 other hands slide down out of the darkness and grab onto the haft of your weapon. And then the other one you're hitting. So there are 3 arms out of the bed. When you hit it, it feels a little bit like hitting wood, but you can tell there's skin on it.
So it dropped the key to grab.
No, there are
my
3
rifle.
Hands now.
Right, but you said it grabs it, and then
With
2 other hands. 2
hands grab it. The other hand is holding the key still.
Got it.
There are 3 hands coming out of the darkness.
Okay.
What would you like to do, and what is the rest of the party doing? You see him struggling with his axe. He hits something solid. You hear the thunk, like hitting the side of a tree.
Georgia's flipping the mattress off the fucking bed.
Wooden bottom on it.
What's underneath.
Can't see through it. It's like a wooden frame where it's the wooden planks all the way across. You can't see underneath.
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
But you flip the mattress off. Dust flies into the room.
Okay. I'll call over.
Oh, what's that? Go ahead, Georgia. You're done right now, Drew. Give me a second.
Yeah, go ahead,
Georgia. You flip it over. Dust flies over the room. You can't see anything.
I was gonna say, she'd probably call out to Burke to ask if he could help her try to, lift the bed frame.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Of course.
All right. So you guys are both going to grab the foot of the bed to lift it up, or are you going to lift the side that he's swinging under and stand on each side? Where are you two going to position yourself? Because he's obviously got to be on the.
I'm on the.
He's got to be on the outside of it, not
right
the door
side,
but the other side of it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So you're both going to step over and grab the bed to lift it. I won't require a roll for this. It's very easy to lift.
Okay.
When you lift it up, the hands start to go with it. Like they're all coming out of the underneath of the bed and pulling up, and darkness just fills the shadow underneath the bed.
Oh, what the fuck?
And you see three hands. Now light is hitting them a little bit more. They're not normal looking. The elbows and the wrist have like large rods through them, like wooden rods. And like you can see really fine sewn stitches of whatever gray-like materials on them. But where the axe is, where it's split, because it's holding the hand, it hits and splits, you can see there's wood grain underneath.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
You start hearing laughing from the mirror. What do you guys want to do? Does not let go of the I do need your damage, though, Drew. With D6 plus your rating. I gotta see if I take a wound. Ooh. I rolled okay.
That's 5.
I don't take a wound. Your axe is in it, but I do not take a wound. You just like split the material on it and hit the wood.
Okay.
It's holding on, though. It's not letting go.
Yeah, I'm going to make whatever this creature is my prey.
Okay. You make this thing a prey? Okay. Cool. That'll give you a boon to whatever you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
What would you all like to do? Are you going to keep lifting the bed? Seeing that this is kind of like in the shadow, this pouring out of it, just kind of filling the ground. How are you going to get your axe back? What are you doing with the bed? And you hear laughing in the mirror.
If we flip... Actually, hang on a second. Yeah, because it's flat. Is there a headboard attached to this thing, or is it just a flat bed?
The headboard is attached to the wall. The frame is its own separate piece. So the headboard's like mounted to the wall, and the frame is movable.
So could we flip it completely? Just like 180 it so...
No,
like
it up against the wall. It would be a pain in the ass to flip it all the way over.
Yeah.
There's just too much shit in the room, boxes and crap like that. But you could flip it up and over onto the wall easily, because there's only maybe 2 foot of space between that and the wall.
I don't want to like lay it down. I want to smack it flat so there's no shadow and the underneath is exposed completely.
No, because the whole thing's got legs on it. It's one unit. You couldn't lay it flat. There's legs on the bed.
Are they coming up on, like they're coming up on top? Because I don't see any like supports at the bottom of the bed.
Frame with legs underneath it. I don't understand what you're not getting. It's a bed frame with legs. You can flip it over, but that would be bad over.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because like it's...
Yes, you could, but it would be... That's a roll. I won't let that happen for free, because you'd have to pull it all the way out and flip it over. There's not enough room. Or you'd have to flip it into the room, which is where you're laying, holding the weapon. You'd have to let go of your weapon if you want to do it that way. It would need to go underneath, which means someone's got to get behind the bed, and someone has to get at the foot of the bed, which is not where they're standing right now. Which means you'd have to set it down, or I need a roll. It'd be just awkward. I've moved too much furniture, man.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right.
You just moved. You should know this problem.
No, I do. It's fucking horrible. Go ahead, Todd.
I'd like to do something here.
Sure. So you're holding the bed.
Seems like now for me, my interpretation. Don't correct me or anything, but my interpretation is they're offering the key, but they want something in return, so they have his gun, right? So I'm thinking they're going to take that, leave the key, maybe. If we want the key, I'm going to manufacture a facsimile of his gun.
Like a wooden replica, like a toy replica?
Like a metal replica. It's an actual functional gun. It's just made out of all metal.
Oh, really? It can shoot and everything?
Yeah.
Can you make an axe rifle like his?
If that is considered a level 0 weapon, then yes.
No, it's not.
It's not.
You're just making a fake version of it that can shoot all around. Okay.
Right.
That's dope.
It could just be whatever. Anyway, so that's what I'm making. It'll last a little while.
Okay.
And I want to offer that and say, here you go. Like, take this instead. And hoping maybe the hands will...
I will tell you, one hand will let go of the rifle. That means that Allie's character's holding the bed up, which is easy enough. You make that. One hand reaches off and grabs the rifle. The other one is holding the key, and the third one is holding his rifle. I will make it easier to pull your rifle back.
Okay.
So if you want to pull your rifle back, that's a roll against me if you'd like to pull it away.
Okay.
You'll get, I'll take the Bane away. This would just be a regular roll.
Okay.
Unless you have something for strength. Difficulty for rating is a 3 normally with a Bane. Now it's a 3 without a Bane.
Do I still get my... Technically, I'm just trying to pull it back. Like, I'm not attacking with it, so I'm guessing...
Strength, you got it. No,
yeah, but I don't get my... Yeah, I don't get my boon for it. Yep.
So you're looking for a 10.
Looking for my die.
Nah, I can't help you with that. At all. There's no way.
Okay.
Wouldn't it be great if a hand came up from under the desk? It's like, here you go.
Yeah, here you go. Fuck. Okay, so not a boon. Rating is 2, 5, 6. So 11.
Okay. Is the house die the highest die?
No.
Okay.
I rolled a 1 on the house die.
Okay.
Thank you, MegaCon 2019.
The other hand that isn't holding the key grabs a facsimile and they pull it back into the shadow, and the key goes with it. All 3 hands pull back.
Well, we tried.
And they pull in the shadow, and the shadow starts to dissipate. On the bottom of the bed, there is an etching of a key.
An etching.
Like I shouldn't say etching, like a carving. Like someone was hiding under here and carved it with a knife. Star Drew just gifted 10 packs to the community, everybody. If you want to pick up your packs, you can get them over at Streamloots. Not cast, though.
No, I know. Thanks, Star Drew.
Thank you, Star Drew. I was yelling at Drew, not anybody else. What do you guys want to do?
I'm going to use tracking. Is there any...
Nothing. There's no tracks in the room. There's nothing.
No, I know. I'm using it this way. Is there any sense of where the hands went other than just into the bed? Like,
Nope.
Do I see anything in the mirror?
Nope. The mirror's covered.
Oh, that's right. Fuck.
The mirror's covered.
What does the key look like?
It's gone. Oh, the one carved?
No, the etching.
Traditional skeleton key. It's just a crude drawing.
I would
Crude
like to...
carving. I keep saying drawing. Carving.
So it's a crude carving of a
skeleton key.
Right.
Circle, line, 2 lines down. No.
2 lines?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to try.
Crude drawing.
Okay, I'm going to try and pick the door.
Okay, you walk over. Do you have lockpicks?
With the
You do not. You are a fucking ranger.
It would be
Hey,
called
Bark.
a Thieves Toolkit.
You don't have Thieves Toolkit. We've been through this. You don't have Thieves Toolkit. Period. That's the only thing you can use.
No, I don't have any.
No, you don't.
Georgia would like to point to that etching and go, "Hey, Burke, you made that fancy gun. You think you could?" She like looks at the paper, makes a little like gesturing.
Is that the scale of it? That size, the etching?
It's about this big. I mean, it's like an arm length. Like it's just a draw. Like someone carved it.
Would you consider a key a small tool? Because
yes,
I'm limited
but I
to
will not
adventuring
guarantee
here.
it works.
Right. I'm saying if I use my power to try to duplicate it, maybe it would give someone a boon.
You could make it, and we'll see what happens.
Okay, I will.
It's a very
attempt to
crude carving. So, like, if it was a diagram, maybe you could make a really good one. But it's just someone fucking carving over and over again.
Can I help explain to him what it looks like the size and everything?
No, that
I'm
doesn't
trained
make a
in
difference.
I'm trained in thievery in PF2. That's why I'm asking.
Right, but all keys are different. Like, it wouldn't matter. Like, you could draw a diagram of another key, but you don't know the proper spacing of the key. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're just telling him what a fucking key looks like.
Right. No, I'm asking if I can help him scale it to the lock the door. Okay.
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
If you were making it, you would do that for yourself.
Okay.
But you can make a scaled key. You could pull a key out of your pocket for your home or whatever it is, scale it to that and try to make it. But There's no guarantee that the teeth coming off of it are going to work. That is my point.
Yeah.
I will attempt.
Okay, you make a key. It's
viable
crude
key
and
based on the diagram.
yeah, it's crude, and you have a key.
Give it a try.
Ooh, we got a new reroll from Serving Hands. Lucky you guys.
It may break.
It may
Thanks,
break.
Katie.
What door are you using it on? The locked one? Is that what you're doing? You haven't even checked the other door yet.
The other door is not what we used to get out of here last time.
So you walk over to the door. Who's using the key? Does Burke? Do you have to use it, or can you hand it to somebody else?
No, I can put it in someone's hand as I'm
So
doing it.
you're trained in thievery. If you'd like to try, Rector, you can.
Yeah, I'll try it.
Okay, it was 2 Banes. Now it's 1. Difficulty, the rating, are you ready? Is a 6.
I mean, I can't get that. 7 plus 6 is 13. With 1 die, no, it's not.
No. What are you talking about? 1 die?
He has a Bane.
It was 2 Bane, now it's 1.
Yeah, but that doesn't take away your 2d6. That just subtracts from your total at the end. The Bane.
Oh, I thought you lose a die because of the Bane. I thought it
No.
dumps a die.
You always roll your 2d6, add your modifier, but then you either have a boon or a bane. That's a die, and it either adds or subtracts from your total. You don't go down to 1 die.
Oh, I roll another 1 and that's how much it subtract. Oh,
you may
I
let down
misunderstood.
roll 12 on your 2 dice, but only a 1 on your bane, so it's possible.
It's feasible.
Oh, okay.
So you're saying there's a chance.
I'm
Saying
saying
there's a chance.
there's something.
There's something. I need
Chance
to.
is a strong word.
Yeah.
For those who are wondering what door he's talking about, he's talking about this one on this side over here, audience. He's trying to open it to get back outside. I will say, Rector, same thing. You touch the door. It is not cold.
Okay. Seeing if there's anything else I can use here. Nope. Okay.
Nope. Pretty simple system. It's not made to be super complex. It's supposed to be more about getting things done and moving forward. There's a reroll card. There's also, if you'd like a +1 to your roll, you can take a +1.
So I rolled a 6 and a 4. The Bane, I rolled a 4 as well. So that means I dump the 4s wash each other, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, then I only got an 8.
You put the key in, and 2 fingers reach out and grab it and pull it into the door and start shaking it as you're trying to pick the lock.
Okay.
And they're these thin, slender, like wooden popsicle stick looking fingers. They're really slender. And they're trying to pull the key, and you go to turn it, turn it the other way until the key finally breaks. Which he said it could break anyway, and you can always manifest another one. With that, what would the party like to do? And it pulls the key piece into the lock out the other side somewhere.
Eric, I think that while they are doing
Fucking with the lock.
that, Georgia has reached into her pocket and pulled out a handful of notes.
Oh, okay.
She found last time.
Sure.
And the one sitting on top is this handwritten page that looks like it was torn from a journal. And she almost forgot about it, I feel like.
Almost.
And then skimming it, there's one line that really stands out. It's talking about building their own mind palace. It's based on the house that this person loved.
Okay.
It's a mental location that they can sustain using a place they're familiar with. The thing is, I already find that in order to place all these thoughts and memories I want to preserve within it, I have to change things.
Okay.
Rooms are bigger in my mind palace than in the real house, for example.
Mm-hmm.
And that really sticks out. So I think George is actually going to walk back by the mirror.
Okay.
After reading this, and she's going to kind of not really look directly in the mirror, but she's going to try to talk.
My first question is,
Exactly.
are you uncovering it?
No.
Okay, so you're talking through the cover?
Yes.
Okay, what are you asking?
She's going to say, you grew up here, didn't you?
There are 2 knocks on the wall. Like,
That's a yes.
it knocks twice again.
Are you in your mind palace right now?
And knocks once with a long delay.
Ooh.
Who the hell are you talking to?
I don't actually know, but I don't think that they're against us. I think I found your journal or some pages. You did this with a very good intention, didn't you?
No response.
Rector comes back from the door and kind of comes back to the middle of the room just to kind of like gun in hand, like to cover
Okay.
Georgia while she's doing this.
Georgia's gonna say, like, I know you can probably still see us, but don't worry. That's just my older brother.
No response.
You know how siblings are, okay? They do try to protect each other.
Mm-hmm. No response.
No response. I'm gonna take the comforter down, I think.
Okay. You take the comforter down. On the other side, the shadowy silhouette with the red eyes, the outline of it, it looks very similar to Regder. It's shorter now. It has the same kind of clothes on. It's holding a rifle, but it's a
The one that
silhouette.
Burke made?
It's a silhouette. Can't tell. You just see the red eyes. It's got an axe rifle, looking axe rifle, and it's the same height as Regder now. And it's standing a little ways back in the room, sitting on the edge of the bed, like leaning against, I should say.
Like sitting on the floor with his back to the bed?
No, like sitting on the edge of the bed, like the foot of the bed, looking at the mirror, like
Got
leaning against it.
Look to my left and make sure he's not actually sitting next to us.
There is a imprint on the bed in your room.
Interesting.
Georgia, does your new friend know how to get out of here?
Well, buddy, I think. Yeah. Do you know how we can get out of here?
It stands up. The imprint in your room. There's like a 2-second delay. The imprint disappears. It walks quickly, like you're missing frames in between, and presses its face against the mirror. Looking directly in your eyes. I need a mental resistance check, rating 8.
Ooh, okie dokie. Okay. And it is mental resistance. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Would you like a bonus? +1? Might as well take it.
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
do that. I am at
Thank you, serving hands.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Okay.
+1. +1.
You
15.
feel drawn to the room, but what you actually see through everything is Wilcuff laying on the bed in the other room, missing one of his arms.
Oh, shit.
No one has asked about Wilcuff, even though I did say he would be here.
Mm-hmm.
I failed my role when we came in.
Oh.
And he's staring at you. And now you realize it's not a
Poor
gun
guy.
that he's holding, it's Wilcuff's arm.
Mom's arm.
Oh, my God.
When it runs up close to you, it is a gray-skinned creature that has numerous appendages that seems to move its appendages in ways to mimic the look of other people, like advanced shadow puppet work, but silhouettes. And it looks like this.
No, that is. Oh, that's
Audience,
not.
I know you want to see this beautiful masterpiece.
I
right?
don't like that
Right?
at all.
No? You guys want to see it? Here you go.
AI looking son of a bitch.
No, these are all drawn, my friend. Yeah, it does look AI.
No,
Look
I
at
know.
all the pieces.
I know. He loses all the
Right.
fingers and distorted limbs. Yeah.
Like shit doesn't
Yeah,
match
is
where
made
it's
by
supposed to be.
hilarious. I'm gonna tell.
God damn
I'm
it.
gonna tell Monty Cook Games, like, by the way, I just want to know you drew AI art.
Yeah, right. So wait, so is this art imitating life, imitating
Art?
art?
Imitating other people's art? Like,
and
what's
some-
going on?
What? The
No,
fucking
Drew, it's
mind.
the hands of all the artists it's stolen.
With Watsy, don't use this. You
Don't
can't.
use
It's not.
this. Don't use. I'll make this monster though.
Yeah, just so you know, you shouldn't use it. In case no one
So-
told you before.
So with
Public
that,
service announcement:
with
stop
that
giving Watsy your money.
With that said,
Are those strings that it's pulling, or is that shadow it's pulling?
it's really
Like,
hard
is
to
that-
make out. They just go back into behind him, and it's hard to see what it is.
Fucking cool creature.
What do you all want to do? It presses his face against it, and you see the eyes glowing through the skin on the head.
I think Georgia would just be like, "You're not who I was talking to, are you?"
It knocks twice with one of the random appendages on the wall.
Oh, okay.
Wait, so does two mean no?
Two means yes,
It doesn't
confirming
answer.
they were not who, or that they wait.
It does not answer.
Two is yes, one is no.
How do you know? You didn't ask it anything to find out what means no or yes. You're just assuming that it meant yes. Because honestly, all the questions you've asked so far could have gone either way.
I can.
Yes,
I
you're
will,
right,
I will
then.
tell you, Georgia. I feel like it was trying to draw you in. What do you guys want to do? Now, I will remind you, we do have some base escape room cards. So if you were to, let's say, go in there, they only work one per PC, but we have a one escape PC. So one person could go in, do what they want to do, use the card as long as they're not held by the creature or something like that. You could escape the room. Like you could walk to the mirror. If there was a roll required, you could just get out. We have one of those cards available from serving hands. So if someone wanted to go in, you could get out. Or you can just exit this fucking room and say, fuck it, and go back out into the hall.
Yeah, but if that's Wilcuff in there.
It is Wilcuff in there. At least that's what it looks like. It's hard to tell. You know, you see like feet, part of the body, and a missing arm. And it's shaking the arm in front of the mirror, and you can see it sewing the arm onto itself.
Oh. I imagined Pennywise from the new It, like waving with it,
It
like
did. But it's sewing it onto its chest right now.
Yeah,
This thing is fucking amazing. This
That
is a
thing.
Frank
Be right back. I'm
Halcyon
just
fucking
gonna-
monster if I've ever seen one.
God.
So what does the party want to do? You've been in the same room for a while here. So much
Wanna-
so, these people have been adding so much time. We're back up to 14 minutes. We were at 20 something. They have slowed your doom timer down, man. Like they are trying to
Thank you,
keep you
guys.
alive.
Thank you.
What do you all want?
Yeah,
to do?
exactly. Exactly.
Oh my god.
God.
I want to kill it with fire. That's what I
Speaking of
wanna
which,
do.
Corpse Dungeon, I will tell you that this Thursday we're doing a Corpse Talk creature creation on Thursday. On Friday, we're back with Corpse Talk with the guy who did Vastgrim. Just saying, you are correct, Star Drew.
The guy who did Vassin?
No, not Vastin. Vast Grim.
Oh, Vast Grim.
It's
Got
the guy who made these. Brian.
it.
He's amazing. What are
I
we
think
doing?
Eric's trying to stall the timer out.
No.
I was.
You're the one's not making decisions, not me.
Yeah, no, I want to get Wilcuff out of here.
Okay. Are you stepping in?
Nah.
No one's touched
No,
the
I don't-
mirror, for clarity. No one has ever touched the mirror. You've only talked about it,
Yeah.
covered it up. No one's touched the glass, just as a heads up.
God damn it. I don't know what we can really do to go in there. I mean,
And it was waving the hand as it's sewing. It pushes like
Fine.
Wilcuff's hand against the mirror and is like stitching it onto itself with other hands.
Wait. I I don't want to ask this, but I need to. Did it push the hand against the glass the same way the cryptid did before it ran away from the lodge?
Yes.
George is just going to turn around and say, "Cover me." And
Okay.
yeah,
Cover
I'm
you.
gonna.
What?
Is it you
I'm
and
gonna
me,
go-
Georgia? Is that what we're doing here? What are you doing,
I mean-
Georgia?
I mean, if that's the case, I'm fucking pissed. This thing is fucking up my Christmas, and
Well, Christmas
has
is
our
over,
dude.
but yeah, sure. Moldavian winter.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Next one. Already ruined. Okay, so, yeah, I mean,
touching
we
the mirror?
need to get
Are you touching
Wilcuff
the
out of
mirror?
there.
Touching the
Yeah.
mirror. Excellent.
Yeah.
So as you touch the mirror, Allie, if you could go to your private chat,
Yep. Let's go. Okay.
I'm going to give you the rest of the room. As you step in, it steps back and helps you through with Wilcuff's arm. As it pulls you in and through, that creature is still there. Let me grab an image for you. Let me see here. Where are you at? And then I would say the other two of you should figure out what you want to do in the background. Maybe type to each other in group chat, or you can type to each other in the show chat with the audience. Let me find your other image for you. Here we go. All right, Allie.
You can tell I'm on edge because a little piece of like dust just flew by and I jumped.
Hey, that's what I'm here for, to make your life difficult. Remember, Allie, you can only handle one Frankhouse show a week. That's what we have decided, right?
Yeah, otherwise, my brain just flatlines, and I'm
There
like,
you go.
"Yep, we're
So
done."
that's the full room on the other side. Audience, I will
Okay.
show you as well in a minute when we go back, but I don't want you to see it quite yet. It is
Interesting.
exactly like that. I will give you a description of the room. So when you walk in to the right, the bed has got blood on it. There's blood on the wall, and on all of the like smears from people like obviously struggling in this room. You can see like finger drags and blood. When you move through, it feels like tearing through a thin, pliable membrane. Like it's not a normal feeling. Everyone sees her steps through and it goes, and then it comes back in and snaps into place and becomes reflective again. And you see a silhouette of Georgia on the other side. When she turns around, you only see blue colored eyes for her. But everybody else, the monster that's in there, the creature, whatever it is red colored eyes. The person looking at you is all the stitch work. It tucks all the arms behind its back and folds it almost like a corset behind it to reshape its skin to look like Clive. Its fingers are pulling the skin on its head, reshaping itself to look like your old companion. It even grabs a hat off of the cabinet next to it and puts it on.
George is gonna look over and go, "Don't do that."
Wilcuff
Just
is on the
be
dead and he is missing an arm.
You? Yeah, I'll walk over. Can I roll medicine?
When you
Or
walk
can
over,
Can I?
there are a bunch of strings around the bed, up and over bedpost and through like the ceiling beams that are down, and they're all attached to body parts on Wilcuff as a heads up before you go to look at anything. The shoulder is sewn shut where it has been pulled from. And there's blood on the bed, but it's like it's been surgically perfectly cut and stitched shut. No roll required, just for that part of it. What would you like to
Okay.
do now that I've got you a little more of a description?
Yeah. Does he appear to be alive?
Yeah, he's breathing faintly.
Okay, but he is completely covered in these strings.
Yeah, like every appendage and joint. Almost like a puppet.
Mm. Oh, that's sad. Okay. Georgia would like to look over into the little circular area.
Mm-hmm.
Do I see anything that looks like it could be a key?
When you look to the right and its head turns with you to look there without moving its body to where it's way overturned like an owl's, The whole area looks identical besides the blood stains from the reflection in the mirror.
Mm-hmm.
But that circle and beyond is a piece that's missing from the room. And that line that you see is the area you could not see from the other side. Mm-hmm. In the middle of the room hanging are these puppets hanging in the middle of the room of other people. Different humanoids. There's a half orc there. There is, a half elf there, a half orc, and a human hanging in the room. Their clothes are definitely, they look like maybe True Faith or something, but they're pretty disheveled and not in the best shape. Strings holding them aloft from the floor, their toes barely touching, kind of lacklustered and limp like a puppet would be if it wasn't active. Other than that, on the far side, you can see the silhouette of bones and stuff on the floor, like shadows of bones and refuse.
Okay.
It says, "Are you here to come and join the party?" And when when the mouth moves on him, the voice comes out of one of the ones hanging as the head comes up in the room.
Just passing through to collect my friend. Thank you for
he is part of the party. You cannot take him. And it comes from another person, and another head pops up on one of the three hanging in the middle of the circle.
Oh, my mistake. My mistake. I was not aware that he was part of the party. Do you all know how to get out of this house?
I do. One of you joins the party, and I will unlock the door for you to let more guests in.
Wonderful. Sounds good. Here's the thing: is there are a couple members of our party who did not make it through, as well. But anyways,
we only permit one at a time to the party.
Oh, okay. I see. I'm gonna go talk and we'll discuss and see who would like to join first.
All
And
the
the
heads
others
snap
can-
up in unison. They're like, "You cannot leave the party till the party is over." And Wilcuff's head comes up as well. And you hear a hollow echo version of Wilcuff's voice. And then you hear a "help me" as well from Wilcuff.
Okay. George is gonna walk over towards the bed
Okay.
and go.
His
"Okay,
eyes are
well,
struggling to look at you, but really trying.
okay. As I walk over, I would like to, turn and kind of like talk, not making eye contact at this
Sure.
army boy. But I'm gonna say, I'm so sorry. Dwarven etiquette's a little bit different where I'm from, so I'm still getting used to everything. And I'm trying to pull out my clan dagger, and I would like to cut some of the strings that are attached to Wilcuff.
Okay. As you go to cut them, you notice that parts of its body its hands start pulling skin and whatever's underneath the skin of this creature to start making itself look like you.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going to attack the strings, I need you to make a roll as an attack roll. The rating is 8 to cut strings.
Ooh, okay. Okay.
There's not a lot of rules in this.
Okay.
While that's going on, I'm going to cut back to the rest of the party as you're doing this. You'll be on screen as well, though. The two of you inside see silhouettes moving around. You hear some muffled talking. Once in a while, you hear the word party said, but it's really, really quiet. What do the two of you want to do in the other room?
Burke, I don't know that we can't not go into. I don't think.
Have any of you tried?
No. I'm saying that to him. Like,
Oh.
I don't think we can let her do this by herself. It's not going to be whatever this thing is. It's not.
In or out of the mirror, we're still in the house. So I think our chances of escaping are the same either way. I hope.
Right.
I'll follow your lead.
Ever since we were young. 9 times out of 10, it's always her fault. And he starts walking towards the mirror.
When you walk towards the mirror, are you going to touch it?
Yeah.
When you touch it, it is cold, like a mirror. You hear a like wet inside of the other side of the mirror in the other realm, the other world. You're and you looking back, Georgia, while you're cutting the strings or attempting to, you see your brother's reflection, but it's like blurred, and behind that you see Burke's kind of blurred image. What did you get on your roll?
I would like to go ahead and redeem the medium bonus from Bear the Crusader, played 1 minute ago.
Medium means you get a +2. I got plenty.
Beautiful.
I'm just gonna go from the bottom on up. So
The 15 or the +2 gives me 15.
also, you gotta determine. You gotta use those cards before you roll. It would be really cheesy if you get to just use cards to determine if you make it.
That is
In this
very
game.
fair.
Yeah, in a
Yes.
horror
Okay.
game. But that's fine. Well, yeah, we'll use bears. Okay.
For that roll, I would use literally anything that would give me the
I
best
figure.
bonus.
I figure. Yeah. Okay, so we use bears, and then what is that? What does that give you a total of?
It brings me to a 15.
As you cut through them, Wheelcup goes limp, and then he starts kind of raising his head out of his own accord. He's like, "You gotta run," and he coughs once, and he reaches into his mouth with his good hand and starts producing a key.
Holy shit.
Well, he is a rogue.
Yeah. Bless your
Allegedly.
Legendary.
I'm gonna keep cutting these strings.
You cut him. I mean, you cut enough to get him free.
Yeah.
Like it's one roll. There's not like multiple. It screams in the room when that happens. Unhappy. With that
Technically
said,
not a rogue.
you are not able to enter through the glass. You bounce off the mirror. Like it's solid.
Okay.
Now you could hit it maybe it bust a hole through it. But you bounce off it. It doesn't do the membrane thing like it did for your sister.
If
Maybe it's at max capacity.
right. Also, if a mirror is a portal, I don't think shattering it is going to do anything good. So,
Probably not.
Georgia,
Can I hear him?
get your hairy ass out here now.
You just hear muffled.
Wah, 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 wah,
Yeah,
wah.
exactly.
Like a Peanuts
I
teacher.
was just gonna say, like a slowed down Peanuts voice.
I will go ahead. I'll take the key, and I'm gonna turn to Wilcup and say, "We're going to do everything we can to come back for you."
Are you
I
picking
will-
him up or leaving him there?
I don't think I can make it to the mirror while picking him up.
I mean, you could. It would just be a roll versus no roll.
Shit.
The puppets drop and their feet hit the ground. And you hear the
Fuck.
sound of like wooden skin, like wood covered in skin on the floor.
God.
And you see
No,
all the
okay.
hands
Oh.
come out of the puppeteer and start moving the puppets that are at that like halfway point in the room. In the circle.
I'm
right here.
Okay. She's just gonna quickly turn and say, "You know, I appreciate." She's gonna hold up the key and go, "We're even. You saved mine this time. We'll do
You're
our
leaving
best
him
to
here,
come
aren't
back."
you?
And
You're leaving him here, aren't
I'm
you?
gonna
Yeah.
fucking leave him right now. I'm not doing this right
Awesome.
now. I'm not playing this game right now.
Okay.
Nope.
She's like, no, fuck this. This dwarf can die here. When
No,
you walk back
he
to the
told
mirror,
me to run. I will still try
Sure.
to get him out though.
when you get to it, the membrane stretches. You all see her silhouette distort. You can start to see the image of her as she's trying to push through. When you get to it, do you want to roll to get out or use the escape card? Escape
Oh,
means no roll.
shit.
You just go through, no problem.
So I was hoping, like, can I reach out and, like, can I touch either of them?
I mean, you see her hands push. You see like
Shit.
fingerprints in the glass, but the glass on your side looks the same. It's just a distorted image. For her, it's like walking through a membrane.
So there's no membrane on our side. Like I can't like try
Mirror,
and
it's
slit it.
Just a mirror.
Okay.
And I mean, and I can't use escape with Will Cuff anyways.
You don't know. I just said it allows a PC to escape from the room. That's what the card does. You already started running in the mirror, so you can either roll and do it yourself,
Yep.
or you can play the card and not have to roll at all to get out. All the puppets are moving, and he's marching him across this ceiling beam. You can see the strings
Yeah, I'll
go
play
up
the
into the
card.
darkness. Okay, playing the card.
play the
She pops out the other side and tumbles to the ground.
Are you all right? Get up.
I'm fine. Wheelcuff is still in there, but I don't think I was gonna be getting out if I didn't leave when I did.
Is that the key?
Yeah.
Let's fucking open the door. Let's go.
Was anyone else in there with him?
Wheelcuff.
Yeah.
He's on the bed, but he's cut to bits. I tried to free him. He might be able to get out on his own, but he told me to run, so I ran.
But he was the only one in there?
No.
Other
What do
people.
you mean?
Burke, what was your old adventuring party like? The ones you said might still be in the house?
I'll tell you, there was a half elf, a half orc, and a human in there. You didn't know their names. They all were wearing old Ingrad.
Semi-translucent skin.
No, Ingrad, like, how many years ago? Like, between 15 AS and 45 AS, that kind of time frame for the clothing. But they were all disheveled and fucked up and didn't get names. And you guys start seeing more silhouettes moving towards the mirror. And then you see Wilcuff sit up in the room on the bed. And he starts to float up over the bed, draping with one arm. And he kind of steps awkwardly off the end of the bed. What do you all want to do?
Open the door.
Okay, you got a key in your hand. It's a tarnished metal key when you look down at it. But there's a weird, faint, like, feeling of something. It's more than just a key. You want to focus on it?
Sure.
You feel a pull. You know which way to go, and you believe with the flickering of images in your mind of a silver key somewhere. One of it looks like a weird room with like shelves and debris in the middle in your mind. And then the other one, there's a flicker of an image of what you believe to be like a ballroom, maybe, with a big grand ambiance with a stage and a bar and a balcony. And you close your eyes again, kind of like flickering images pass through. I don't think you own a silver key. I don't think you guys ever found one. Actually, I know you don't. Then there's a flicker of another one, and it is a statue in a courtyard, and then cellar doors, which you remember physically seeing at one point, which is in the center of that outdoor area. And there's a cellar there. And then there's a flicker of a man staring at you.
Does the man look familiar?
He does not look familiar. I will send you an image of it.
Okay.
Here you go.
Oh, that's a man?
That is not a good sign.
It is.
Whatever the fuck just happened, that's not.
It is a man when you see it, and there's a flicker of this creature afterwards, like the before and after of what the person was. What would you like to do? And how does George describe? And you kind of like stop focusing on the key, so you feel drawn. You see two other rooms, but you know where the third one is.
Oh my god.
For the audience, I will put it in chat so you can all see what Allie just saw. I'll put it in the chat. You can click that link. Obviously, cast members shouldn't click it. That's what she just saw an image of.
I don't like it. Cool. So, but we are still going to put the key in the door.
It doesn't fit.
It doesn't fucking fit. Okay. Shit.
It doesn't fit.
Well, in that case. So, the good news is we have this key, The bad news is that I think. Wait, no, the bad. Jesus Christ!
It's all bad.
Sorry,
It's all bad news.
What's in the
keepers
box?
and lanterns.
Keepers and lantern.
Okay, bad news is key's not fitting. Good news is I think I know where the key to get out actually would be. More bad news is it means we're not getting out of here anytime quicker. And other bad news is I think Will Cuff is kind of fucked.
Right. I mean, I kind of figured that when he got dragged down the hallway into the darkness by the big eye thing. So
No, that was her. He did not get drawn that way. Sipple did. The woman did. She got pulled down the hall. Will Cuff almost got frozen in a group and then got ported when the flash happened with all of you.
Oh, I had that switched.
Yeah,
I had that switched.
No. The woman was like, yes, we opened it, got fucking pulled down the hall like a goddamn
right.
poltergeist.
Okay, so where do we go?
Well, I can tell you it's back out into the hall that you don't want to go into. Because you have to go back towards the... If you look at our group conversation in the darkest house, it's back towards the outdoor area with the courtyard.
But the courtyard's where we should go. There's a cellar. There's a cellar there, and that's where the key is.
The mirror is normal again, and it has like a little waver to it, which looks like someone else could go back into the room if you wanted to, just for clarity. Like once she came out, it has that solid mirror look, but it ripples once in a while now. Like if you poke it, it'll ripple. Like you could go back in. But there is 5 people on the other side of that mirror.
Burke, I saw some people back there, but if they were your old teammates, they are well past saving. They can
be anyone.
Human skin full of puppets. They're not full of puppets. They're puppets.
They're full of puppets. I mean, that's kind of right, actually. They are full of puppets.
Wearing skin suits.
Georgia's very shaken by this all right now. So she's just...
Then the best I can do is hope that it's not them and focus on getting out.
Okay.
What do we see out the window?
There's no window.
That's the door.
That's the door, Drew. Door, mirror. That mirror, that blue is the mirror into the other room at the foot of the
Got it.
There's the it looks like it's like a reflection coming through, but I think it's just like door.
No.
Yeah.
Well, if that key doesn't fit, then I guess we're going back. You're saying we got to go back to the courtyard?
I should have gotten him.
That would be the courtyard area. Yeah, that probably is. That's where the cellar was.
Yep.
Which means you have to go back out into that L-shaped hall with the creature coming out of the painting.
Well, we're either staying here or we're going that way because we can't go this way. And he points to the still locked door.
Yep. I'm afraid that's correct. Okay.
Right.
We get moving.
When you let go of the key, are you going to put it in your pocket for now, or are you going to hold it to help lead you? How do you want to handle that?
I think I'm going to hold it.
Okay. I will tell you that on the skeleton head part of it, the key, there is a monogrammed A. It's a tarnished old metal key, but there's a monogrammed A, like the letter A.
Okay.
All right. Well, then if we're going to go back into the hall.
10 minutes. We need to move. Yep.
We're going to go back into the hall. You guys have the hall painting. I'm going to put it on screen for them. I would love to say you could fast travel, but the thing is, you really can't. Let me put this on screen. This is the hallway. Again, when you enter this hall, let's see here. This L-shaped hallway is pristine and stately. The wall sconces are mounted on dark wood paneling, light the way, and they light towards a painting at the end. The painting, if you remember correctly, is this. As that painting at the end, you see a creature, as the painting shifts, start to slowly crawl out of the painting at the end. I'm not going to tell you which way you guys came from, but I will tell you that for you to get out of here, her key is pulling towards the south. You guys came out of the door on the east side of the wall.
Sorry, is there a map or just the picture?
The map is the L-shaped one. That's scroll up a little bit, Drew. It's the one we talked about before. Here, I can drop it again. Doesn't matter. Here, this one.
Oh yeah.
Oh, god damn it! Come on. Okay.
Looks
Apparently, I really want you to see that creature. Try this one more time. One more time. You can do it. There you go.
Ah.
You came out of the door on the east side.
Gotcha. Yeah, and the paintings at the north.
And the up at the very north end. Slowly crawling out as the lights go blink, 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 and light up like the old light bulb noise, like, and it starts crawling out at the end.
But George's key is
pointing south.
Oh,
Gonna book it around that.
Yeah, because I feel like no, to the south. We came out of the door to the east. He said.
Yeah, that's where you just came out of. Yep.
So we're just like going whoop, right around the corner. We got the door.
Yeah, because remember the last time we came through here, we came through this door, saw that painting, and we were like, nope, and we went through this door instead. Because it was right here. Yeah. So nope, and turn left and going south, right?
Inside of it, you step into a cold, dark room. One side is decorated in Clem's stuff. The other side is decorated in all of Clarice's stuff. The center, remember, has stripes painted in it. Like it's divided into 3 sections.
Oh,
the
yeah,
center is this cold blue and silver rug with cold marble tile and an echoey sound in the room. Like this room is 100 times larger than it actually is. Like you're in a grand hall, and it is very cold in the center of this room. And there's a door on the opposite side, and there is a belt on the floor. Because if you remember, you got in a fight with the father here. When you walk in, the belt floats up, wraps around like it's wrapping around someone's waist.
No.
What do you guys want to do?
Get the fuck out.
Is that
Run.
You're going to keep following the key?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You run across to the next door. It opens up into the library. This is your library.
As we're running past, it says it starts wrapping around. Like, does it look like it's going to buckle?
Yeah.
I want to grab on to the buckle end and yank it like I'm pulling it out of the belt loops.
Are you going to be the last through the door then, since you're stopping to do this? Because you're going to have to stop. They're all running to the door to go through. And it's not like you had this conversation with anyone.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I'll be the last one, I guess.
We can do that then. With that said, let's see here. For those who forgot what the father looks like, who are in the audience, when you touch the belt, Drew, immediately, and I'll send it to you privately, you see the image of the father. I need a mental defense check. On a successful roll against this, I will let you undo the belt. Because it is a mental check for this. It is a difficulty. What is this? 14.
Spell resistance against this works?
No. This is mental fortitude. It's not a spell.
So where is the mental?
Basically, if you have any bonuses to mental resist, you get them. If not, you're just a rating 2 like everything else. Remember, if you don't have a skill, it's just the rating of your character. Right.
Okay. So it's not a spell, then it's
Would
just...
you like bonuses?
Yes.
Let's look and see what we have before you roll, please. DH base. Let's look at Drew. Drew, we can give you +2 bonuses, a green card from Storm Bunny Studios. And then let's type in this again. If you would like to use a medium bonus, you can, which gives you another +2. So you'd have a +1 and a +2. It'd be a +3 in total, which is a lot.
Yeah, no, I'll take it.
Okay, that's from Allie way back in the day. And now, would you like a resist card? There are some mental resist ones.
Yes.
All right, let me look at DH here. Let's see here. Player save. Where are we at here? It gives you 1 boon to a mental resist. That's pretty fucking huge, actually. There is a reroll card available as well. We are at 2 minutes and 55 seconds on the clock.
Son of a bitch.
Get a tray.
All right. So a boon and +3.
Drew's loud. I will fix Drew for you. Drew, talk to me again, please.
Check 1, 2. Check, check.
All right, that's good. Oh, I turned you down some. All right.
Okay.
What'd you get then?
I haven't rolled it yet.
Oh, okay. Don't forget. So you have a +4 right now because you have a resist. Oh, a resist mental card as well.
So it's a +4
4.
is my rating.
That's your bonus right now to your die roll.
Okay.
Top of what you get.
The rating is a 14 in total. And is your
Thought you
house
meant it
die
was
higher than your 2 other
14
dice?
plus 7.
No, it's not. Well, I rolled 3, right? Because you said I had a boon.
Yep.
Okay.
And the house die.
Wait, so you add the house die as well?
No, I just
No.
need to know what the house die is. If it's higher, that's all
No.
I ever need.
Yeah,
to know.
it's equal to the highest I rolled.
Okay.
And that only
What's your
matters
total?
on a success anyway.
Correct.
Right.
But you didn't make
So
it. When you grab the belt and you pull,
+4.
you two run through the
8.
door,
That's a 13.
and the door slams shut with Regdor still in the room. Regdor, to get out of this room, it's just me and you now. To get
Okay.
out of this room, I'm so sorry, by the way.
No, you're not.
You pull the belt, and he lets you pull the belt out. And he holds onto it and lifts your dwarven ass off the ground.
Oh, he's
belt-
there? I thought it was just like
He manifests
spinning around.
when you touch the belt. As he lifts you up, he pulls the belt back. Hilarious. Perfect timing. As he's getting ready to strike you like you're one of his kids.
Okay.
This is very painful if I hit you.
Mm-hmm.
This is a physical resist and a mental resist. Because it is physical trauma and mental trauma. Because kids
Just like
get
every
both.
parent's beating you.
You got it.
Yep.
Which one do you think would be worse for Regdor? The physical trauma, like as a character, which would scar you more from your past? This is a question in the game.
From Regdor's past?
Yeah.
I mean, he's a dwarf, so
Doom is up now.
he's a dwarf, so he was he was doing regular dwarven shit, so physical stuff wasn't much, and he had like his parents were pretty great.
Okay.
So probably the mental.
Okay.
Because like he's used to getting tossed around
physical-
because he's a fucking dwarf.
The physical is a 14. The mental is a 14 with a bane.
Ooh.
Would you like some cards before I restart?
Yes, I
time?
would.
All right. And then I do the
Okay,
dooms as well.
so
So let's go here. Let's do Drew. Right now, Drew, for your first roll, let's do the physical roll first. I can give you a +2.
wait, so does he automatically hit me?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'm looking at this at the reference. Were you hit?
So the first one is a 14. You get a +2 to this roll. Let me look up the DH here and make sure that you don't have any other things I can give you for physical resist. There is also a +1 physical resist. So you'll have a +2 to this roll. First a 14, no bane, no boon.
So does resist damage, like my modified ratings, I have a resist damage 3. Does that go to both physical and mental, or just mental? Or physical, I
Be
mean.
whatever one it is applied to.
It just says modified rating. It doesn't say which one. It just says resist damage 3.
It's probably based on whatever your highest save is in Pathfinder.
They're all even.
Then it would be to both. That's why.
Or sorry, they're not all even. They are. I'm expert in all of them, but it's not a.
So whatever the highest one is the one you got a +1 in.
Reflex is 10,
So it'd be
will's
physical.
9, fortitude's 8. Okay.
So whatever the highest one is what you would get either physical, because there's
Okay.
2 physical and Pathfinder. It's just a simple conversion.
Yeah. So
it'd be
resist physical. Just writing this in for next time. Okay.
What is yeah. It's not Gremlins, Katie. It's because he had a reset with his computer earlier, and it just reset all this stuff in my call. So you got +2. 1 from a card for you, 1 from a card for physical. So give me your roll for that. 14. Let's go. Come on.
So this is just to
This is resistance before you even do damage.
Oh,
before you
am I
damage.
rolling am I rolling 2d6 or just 1 then?
It's always 2d6, Drew. 2d6 plus a house die. Always.
Okay.
The only time
I'm
you'd have
looking-
another die is if you have a boon. You don't have a boon for anything right now.
No. I'm asking if it's just 1 because it says if you were hit, you roll 1d6 and subtract
We're
your
not
rating.
doing that yet. We're not doing that yet.
Okay,
This is just,
okay.
This is just the rule. Yeah, 14.
And I have a +4.
+4.
I hit it. 14 on the die.
He hit you with the belt, but not enough to do anything. Now you have to do the mental resist. That is with a Bane. We can get you another +2 again.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay. Looks like someone else just played another card for you. Hold on here. Was this for you? Oh, that's a guest. Sorry, you're not a guest. So we'll get you some more Drewness. Drew, you got another +2. These ones, the last 2 are from Serving Hands. This one is from Viking Mermaid, who isn't here today, but that's from them. And PH, which is a physical resist, or PR. And that one is from, let's see here, resist physical. That one is from Bear. And that one is 14 with a Bane.
Right. Well, wait. This is resist physical or mental?
This is
Because
the
the
mental
physical did. Okay. Nope.
Now this is where you get to roll the d6 with your rating to your save.
So my house die is the highest die.
And we have a doom clock, so that's 2 dooms that are going to be happening. We'll get into that. We have some cards that can help you with that. I, unfortunately, though, have an 11. So you got to roll a d6 plus your rating to resist the mental damage. Or you're going to take a mental wound.
Do I still have the +4?
get
Or, sorry, the
nothing.
plus
You get
nothing to
nothing.
this. It's going to be. So, okay. Perfect. All right. So 7.
Okay, so the difference between is the mental wound that you take.
You said it's a 14? So I take 7 mental wound.
Mental W. With that said, outside, I'm going to go back to everybody. Outside the room, you hear a of a belt, like the loudest crack you ever heard, and the scream of Regdur. And the door slowly cracks open with Regdur laying on the ground. You just see the hand of the potter come back out of the frame as the door opens. He is gone. And Regdur is laying on the floor. Unfortunately,
Oh no.
with that, we have 2 dooms that kick in the library before Regdur gets in, which means that they affect you 2. So, the first thing that happens in this room, all of the books off the bookshelves fly off into the room into a maelstrom and begin flinging books at different doors, covering them, making them more difficult to open, like pressing themselves against it. The second doom, I would like to know, because that was the one that went from the clock, which is a room doom. The second doom, we do have a card. We have one of them to ignore doom. Would we like to use that? And remember, the doom keeps getting worse. It just keeps going up and up until it resets.
I feel like it's a good idea.
I think so. Let's ignore that doom.
Is that what we want to do?
Sing the doom song. Doom, 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 doom.
All right. So currently, our tally is 3 from the other one, 4 from the last room, 5 and 6 are what we're at now. As that happens, one of the books comes flying across the room at Burke. Just in time, you duck. At the front of the book, the pages, there's something that was hidden in the book. The book sticks in the wall like a blade.
Damn.
Just missing your neck. It would have been a save versus a wound 14.
Oh.
When you guys come in the room, and I will restart the clock in a second, you come in from the... Let's see, what fucking room is it? Which one is it? North? You come in from the north door in the library, which is the room we're in right now. And you can see Regdor laying on the ground in the other room. Belt mark across his face. Regdor, do you get up?
Nope.
What's the total hit points?
No hit points. You have a wound, mental wound 7. Because basically what you fail by is what the wound number is next to it, because that comes into getting rid of them later.
Got it. I try and get up.
Yeah, you get up, your face hurts. Flashbacks to when you were a kid getting spanked by one of your parents with a belt or something similar in dwarven culture. Probably a belt or an apron or a hammer. Who knows? I don't know what your family was like.
Oh, wait. I'm not supposed to roll a house die when I'm doing the rating? Weird.
Drew? What are you talking about now?
I was looking at the roll
Not
that
for
I made.
save versus damage, no. Only for the 2 dice rolls. For the damage rolls, which is the one you just rolled, no, you do not roll a house die with that. You only roll it with your 2d6 rolls.
Got it. Yeah, he gets up. It would probably... Actually, it would be a belt, because it was probably a belt that flew off a machine and smacked him in the head at some point.
Okay.
Regdor, stay with us.
Aye.
You see a whirlwind of books in the other room. In the door frame next to where they came in, you see one book sticking into the wall, into the door frame. Like embedded.
Right. And he finishes getting up and stumbles into the room.
I think that Georgia would have been like just kind of like watching, and like you just see her like holding up her hand to her neck where she has her bruise, and is gonna take a second to shake it off, and then kind of grab you by the arm and like help pull you in and book it again. Book it.
Book it club.
Book.
Now, I will tell you your key when you focus on it. You get flashes, and it sends to, you feel it pull towards the east side of the room, towards that door, past the bookcase that's cracked open with a gargoyle statue in it and the secret niche that is in there. There's a whirlwind of books in the room. All the doors have books plastered against them besides the one that is open that Regdor is in. Regdor, I'm assuming you come in the room, the door, you shut it behind you, I would assume. The one book is stuck in the wall. You can see there's like a blade sticking out of it, which no reason that should be in a fucking book. Like a guillotine blade. Makes no sense at all.
Is it on the French Revolution? What's the book about?
Sure. Done. It's on the French Revolution. Yeah, absolutely. You have no idea what the fuck that is either.
No clue. What's the French?
If you want to go through the door, since this room is sealed, it will take something to get it open. It's up to the group you want to do. That can be however you think you would want to peel this just fucking pile of books that are held against the wall with a force of some form to get the door open. The rest of the books in the room drop in the center that are still left. The bookcases are now empty.
So the maelstrom has stopped. Can we just like pull the books off of it, like dig it out?
I don't know. Can you? You gonna go over and try?
Yeah.
Okay, you walk over and grab one of the books. It is like they are bound together with some form of force.
So it doesn't move.
You could try, but regular pulling, no. It would require a roll if you're going to try to physically start pulling books off. It will take a long time. You can try to find the door handle and maybe get a hold of the door handle and pull as a group. You can try to burn them all. Or magic. You have some for magic, because I know Allie's got spells.
I do have spells. Would it be possible to use something like Tangle Vine in this situation to try and
give you a
restrain
boon.
these books?
If you have something like Dispel Magic, I would just let you dispel it.
Oh, I sure do.
Okay. Yeah, so just give me a roll. The doom level was a 5. So difficulty is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Difficulty is a 12. I'll give you a boon on your roll.
So that's going to be a total of 19?
No. 12 in total. Sorry, 7 plus the bonus. 12. I'm just giving you the total rating so you guys don't have to do the math.
Oh.
Awesome. Okay. Alrighty. That is 5, 10, 14, 16.
Okay. What does it look like? What does your spell look like? What does the spell look like for you? Is it magical? Is it special? Or is it just the books drop? Like, I don't know what Order of the Pine for you looks like.
I feel like in this situation, it would probably look a little bit different. Normally she would just have like a vial that has some sort of like liquid in it or salts or something like that she would infuse at the beginning of the day. And so she takes this vial and puts like something that almost like normally would look like salt. Instead, it's just looking like very powdery and chalky like ash. And we'll just kind of throw it
like Aspergillum style, like blessing somebody. All right.
Yeah.
So as you do that, sure enough, the books just slide off and hit the ground, and the door can be opened. The door leads into a dark, long hallway, if you remember. It's nothing crazy. It's just a shadow-filled hallway. It's a short hallway that leads to the next area. You believe, from the sense in the key, this leads to the courtyard. I'm assuming you're just going to continue on.
Yes, I think so, unless they would...
Yeah, unless you want to investigate the hallway, which you're welcome to do. I won't tell you you cannot. What do you guys want to do?
The belt turned into the father, and he smacked me across the face. So he might be back in play, as it were. So we should probably try and get soon.
With that, I'm starting the clock again.
I would very much like to not run into him again. So... All right, onwards and eastwards.
Okay. When you move out into the next room, that same blowing wind and darkness fills the area. I will give you the full description for this. Let me also put it in place for the audience. I would like to remind you that this area is different. The area around the outside edge of this is an area you can walk. You are coming out of the northeast door. It is a pathway that you can walk around underneath. Out in the center is a courtyard with a statue of somebody as well. Let me put this here as well. This is the statue in the center of it. And on the far side, you can see cellar doors. It's covered in leaves, but the last time you were out here, and in the middle, there's still a bag with polyhedral-looking creation spilled out on the ground, because this is where your new friend you found got snatched by a shadowy hand in the center of the courtyard up into the sky and never fucking seen again.
Rip riddles.
There's a bag in there that has like metal chunks out that he used to use in a slingshot.
Poor buddy.
Yeah. Literal dice goblin. Gone.
Literal dice goblin. And the backside, you can see that little cellar door, and immediately the key is pulling hard enough to kind of move her hand if you let it guide, almost like a divining rod, pointing at it. What does the group want to do?
But we can't go out there.
You
right
can.
now.
You just don't want to fail the roll.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Or there might be a way around it.
Okay. Cool. Let's see what we got. Y'all have any better ideas?
There's a statue, and anything you want to investigate, you do have to walk out into there unless you have some way to be able to see well at a distance, because it is shadowy out there. Even with dark vision, you still need to be able to get close enough to look at it. Like in the picture, you can see there's something written on the wall above the cellar door. And I'll give you the full readout for this. Leaves and twigs fill this interior courtyard. A few bits of brown grass peek out from the stones, but they are dead. Everything in the courtyard is dead, as a matter of fact. It's cold and very still, besides small gusts of wind that you can hear. Otherwise, there's a quiet of ancient despair hanging in the air, like a pallor over the entire expanse. In the middle is a statue of a weeping woman. At her feet lies a shattered stone tablet that you can't read from that distance. Courtyard is open to the night sky, but the sky is pitch black. There are 3 exits, 2 archways that lead into wide stone passages, which are the doors, and a wooden cellar door in the ground near the wall with something carved above it. Now go ahead and ask whatever you want. I just wanted to give it because I know we haven't heard this since, I don't know, half a year ago. Maybe a full year almost at this point.
Can you drop the art picture in the
Year ago December, wasn't it?
Yep, I was just waiting until it was done.
I wish I had a spyglass or
Sure, right? I would let you know more. First time in a long time that a spyglass would actually fucking do something in a game.
Mm-hmm.
Pathfinder 2nd Edition makes them actually affordable, just not as hard.
Yeah, they're not a grand.
No, but they are rare though, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
So you could get them. You could just ask. You could ask the merchant to bring one. He had one last time, if I remember correctly.
I just.
What do you guys want to do?
I mean, not that kind of money.
You mean you could take a dash for it? Use the key, open the cellar.
What's why are? Is that where we need to go?
That's the images she saw, and that's where the key is pulling to, is the cellar.
Well, I guess I can try and hop out there.
Why are we waiting?
Are you going to take the, because yeah, Burke would know.
Yeah, Burke would know. So, see that little pouch down there with the stones in it? That belonged to our a companion we met when we got here. And this black hand just kind of
shadow.
Yes.
I will specify shadow.
Black shadow of a hand just kind of snatched him up, and we didn't see him again when he walked out underneath that.
What a horrible thing for an adventuring party to hear. What happened? He got snatched like the claw game and just thrown into the sky. He's just
the claw game that actually fucking works. First time.
I don't want you going out there all by yourself.
Yeah, right. But I mean, I'm probably the most
And serving anything you can
nimble
ignore
about
Doom,
this.
you stop Todd from taking a lot of damage.
Now, are those math rocks out there? Are they metal? You said
They're metal and stone.
how far from us are they? 30 feet.
They're next to the statue. He was going to look at the statue.
Okay. So how far is that?
There's really no distances in here. I would say 50 foot, roughly, because about 100 foot across, I think.
Right.
Oh, long ways is 100. I would say probably 30 foot to the middle, about where they are.
If they're not magical, I would
not.
like to attempt to pull them to me.
Sure, it's a
With
bag
my-
full of D20s, D10s, like basically dodecahedrons and so on, made of stone and metal that he used for a slingshot. hand carved
All right.
or banged.
Will,
They're made of like melted coins and dagger parts, and they're just garbage, but they're decently made.
send them out.
Mhm.
Yeah.
There
so
are a
I'll use
total
my.
of. Hold on, he told me to roll 4d12.
Oh.
I love those D12s.
There are 27 of them.
Nice. So I will use my control over metal to bring them to us.
There's
I may
metal
have to
and
do-
stone, so you're just gonna like pull the whole bag, like kind of like lift the whole thing towards you.
If I
Like
can do
Magneto
it
it.
that way, yes.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm fine with that. Cool.
All right. So I'll bring it over. I'll say it's like if this was a friend of yours, when do you want this?
The hand does not come down when you do that.
So maybe it's only after people.
Oh, they're gonna roll it? Oh, okay, we can do that. So 6. Go ahead and keep rolling. I need 4 of them.
Whatever.
What do you guys want to do?
Okay. That's really good to know. I would like to go ahead and again, kind of creative use for Tanglevine for this to help Drew actually get to the cellar.
Can't really help
So
him with
the-
Tanglevine to get to it. I don't know how that's gonna work.
Or not to get to it, sorry. Basically what I'd like to do is summon these vines and then tie them to him, tethered, like so he's tethered to
Oh,
us. in
that's not how that
case of-
spell works.
It would slow him down. It would have
immobilizes
the
your
opposite.
target.
It does the
Yeah.
exact fucking opposite thing as what you're trying to do.
It
slows
keeps him in
people.
place.
What if
Yeah,
you
it
took a
keeps him in
rope
place.
and tie
No,
it
you
around?
just use a rope for that. That would be something you'd use against like a creature chasing you. It still has
Yeah, I
to be
do have
used
a-
within the realm of how the spell works. You are over flexing.
I do
Here's-
have a rope.
This
have
isn't
a- I have a
Avatar: The
rope.
Last Rope / Tanglewood Bender.
Here's a question. Can you use
try.
the vines on the walls to make a canopy above? Like
No,
against
they're
the
made
wall
to
going to
hold
the...
something in place. Period. That's what they're
Now, if
made
you had
for.
the cantrip that's called inside ropes, where you could expel your intestines to use
Cool.
as a rope-like
Yeah,
object.
yeah.
He had
Maybe
that
that.
before.
She did have
Yeah,
that.
I did.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah. That was
A 6, a 9, and a 6 is
like
what
a
it looks
frog stomach coming out.
like? 6. So with that said, no, you cannot do that. But you could tie a rope to him, and I would give you guys, I give whoever goes out there a boon to get yanked back.
Okay, cool.
There is a lock on
That'll
it. You
do.
can see like a padlock on it, which obviously the key must be for.
Okay.
Well, my highest my highest save is reflex. So
I mean, that doesn't matter in this.
I mean,
It's
it
just-
doesn't matter
it's
here,
just your
but
save.
Even if
You're
I
the
could
best at
manipulate the
being
key-
agile.
Even if I could manipulate the key, I wouldn't be able to turn it in the lock or anything like that. In fact, I probably wouldn't even get it to the lock properly. So my control's not that fine. So I think we are going to have to go out there. Is there any way to make a shelter or at least a blind, something that would prevent us
There's
being
nothing
seen
around
out
this
there?
area other than what I said.
that's
You'd
why I
have
was
to have it on you or pull something from another room, which means you
Like
have to. The closest
wooden-
room to here is the library, or to go to the other door on the other side, all the way around, and that goes into the gallery.
Would my wooden shield work?
You could try.
Like a little umbrella?
I'm not going to tell you if something works unless you take the fucking action.
Yeah, I say that works. Like we can try that.
Can't really make anything big enough to cover us.
well, if I can run out and open the lock and open the door, then we might be able to just run and dive through it.
Sure.
I guess I'll this is the way out. I guess I'll try.
So you're
Then
going out by yourself?
then we're gonna tie you off and then maybe attach him. Is there a pillar here we can tie him to?
Yeah, there's tons of pillars around the edge.
Tons of pillars, yeah. I would
Um,
say maybe the pillar closest to the wall.
it is dark out there.
Or
Door.
we could tie, honestly, we could just tie ourselves together. That
I
way,
mean-
if any of us.
So if one goes, we all go.
It is.
Probably
I'll
better
say
to
so.
stick
One, it is
together.
dark out there. It is going to be hard to see for anyone who doesn't.
Who made this rope? I don't know. The initials are TPK. I'm not sure what that stands for.
So unless you have dark vision, it is difficult out there to move around.
I do have dark vision.
I know. I'm talking about for the group because not everybody does.
Okay, gotcha.
So yeah, it might actually be good for us to tie ourselves together with a rope.
I've never seen a kite before. Let's try it.
I don't think this is the way that shadow snatched it up. I'm not sure you're gonna have the strength to withstand it. And
Yeah,
if
but
I
that
get
thing
pulled,
was also just a wee goblin.
Hey, tying him to the pillar is probably the best bet. Like honestly,
Yeah.
like an
Okay.
anchor.
probably anchoring me might be the
Goblin? Your
best.
friend was a goblin?
Your friend was a goblin. I didn't even think about how fucking weird that. Yeah, there's no goblins. They're fae. They're never creatures in Ethauntia. That is very true.
I spent my youth in Cadra. I was a city boy.
Yeah. What?
We never encountered anything intelligent in
No.
the Never. So I don't know. Goblins. That's wild.
All right. Here we go.
We're all gonna have a sit down and chat after we get home.
Okay, so tie me off to the pillar.
Tie you to the nearest pillar somewhere on that northern wall. No big deal. Cool. Easy. It'll give you a boon to if you get yanked away, or if they decide to like grab the rope and yank you back. I'll give a boon. I think that's fair. You gonna run out there by yourself then?
Yeah, I'm gonna take your shield.
Did you take the key as well?
Well, yeah, obviously. Yep.
I don't know if you're trying to bust it open. I'm just making sure.
Nope, taking the key.
Okay.
I'm assuming I feel the same pull to the lock.
Yep, you sure do. If you have to like grab it and focus for a minute, and you feel the same thing. With that said, I'm going to send you the same image now that you're close. Hold on.
And I've got her shield above me, like literally like an umbrella, like holding onto it so that it's kind of blocking my view of the top of the black.
Okay. Sure. Yeah.
And we'll
Let me
see how this goes.
Say this image. So I'll get you your difficulties. We'll do all that stuff in 1 sec. I just want to send you this image first. I'm also going to put the image in for the audience for what he sees. Please, cast members, don't click it. That's the image you see, a flicker, and it goes away.
Put the key in your prison wallet.
Oh.
Cool.
Uh-huh.
All right. So you run. Now, I'm going to read what happens because this is as you can peer up, shield over your head in the blackness of the night sky, darker than anything you've seen in Moldavia, even on the darkest of nights, even during overcast from horrible storms. There are scratches above the cellar as you start sprinting towards it, but you may not have time to read it. This is so bad. As you enter the courtyard, the first crush of twigs and leaves, as time seems to slow for you, like those moments of life or death. When, as you look up, sure enough, a hand comes barreling out of the night sky. This clawed-like appendage strikes down, trying to snatch you. If you are going through, which you say you are, it is a rating of 8, so you're looking at a 15. With that, let's get you some cards before you roll.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of Drew bonus cards, so let's get you a +2. This is a physical resistance. And then we can also get you a resistance physical. I think there is one of those left. That'll give you a +1 as well. Sure is. Resist. Oh, no. No, there might not be. Hold on. +1. +1. There is, yeah. And we'll get you, so that's Barely Crusader and from Star Drew. So you have a +2 in total to this roll. Now, you do not get the bonus from the rope unless you get snagged.
Right.
That's if you get pulled.
Yeah. So this is resist physical damage.
This would be resisting physical, yep. So you get your dexterity bonus. You get that 3 instead of 2.
Mm-hmm.
Being good
and
at it.
it's
What's that, Todd?
I was going to say, do you have any boons at all?
No.
Would I attempt to tell him which way to duck and dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge to avoid this, and maybe give him a boon to the roll for avoiding?
If you are willing to make the same kind of check to aid him, and if you can make it, I'll make it a little less. I'll say it's a 12 instead of a 14. If you can make that, I'll give you a boon as you're using your ability as a tactician to be like, look, here's the deal, buddy. I want you to be real quick on your feet, real nimble.
Dodge a wrench, dodge a ball.
I got a 6 total.
Nope.
And
Yeah,
my
you
higher.
step them right the fuck into it.
Just for successes.
Give me your roll.
Okay, so this is a +3
Oh, my
from the cards.
+2.
+2. Okay. +5.
You have 14. I need to know what the house die is if it is higher, like always.
Didn't you say something was slowing down?
No, just like
Maybe
action based, like where you're like, oh.
I was gonna say, like maybe the instructions were stretched out and happened at the wrong time. He's got a delay in the mic.
Do we have a reroll?
Did we get another reroll?
I think I see one. In
There is a save player, and there is one reroll left if you would like to use it.
I would.
Okay.
Because I rolled double 2s.
Okay. Was that's bad.
Yep.
Roll again.
All right.
Same bonus. 2 + 2. Still looking for a pretty high roll.
+2.
You have 14.
+5.
That's a
Nope.
9.
It's an 11.
Is the house die higher? Oh, it doesn't matter.
No,
You
I
didn't
rolled
make
a-
it. You didn't make it.
Yeah, I rolled a 5 and a 1.
You see him duck, and you have that shield above your head, thinking it's gonna be enough. It just reaches down. It's the size of your body. As it comes down and grabs him and pulls hard, yanking him into the sky. As he gets yanked, you hear crunching of the block as the rope pulls taut. With that said, you have only a single chance to squirm free. If you don't, you're dead.
Great.
It is a rating 12 in total. 6 plus the bonus is 12.
Okay.
Target number's 12.
Target number is 12.
Total.
Yeah. So sorry,
Oh.
13.
And this is the
13. Rating 13.
I thought you'd be like, it's 7
Yeah,
plus
12
the rating.
plus
12.
7, so
it's
19.
It's a 13 total to escape it.
And you have the boon from the rope.
You do have a boon.
Oh, that's right. That's good. Yeah, my plan was to just let go of the
Are you
shield
using-
once it
Yeah, it's
grabbed
too
it.
big. The hand's like a
Yeah.
giant size hand.
Are you doing a bonus too?
So before you roll, you have your boon. Would you like a physical resist bonus? And a drew bonus? I'll give you a
Yes.
+2. So that will be from Serving Hands and from Bear the Crusader. You got +2 to
Okay.
your roll. You need a 12. Don't fuck this up or you're gone. I'm just going to turn your camera off.
You better send them both flowers if you live.
There's no
+2?
rerolls left. Yep, +2. There is another way out of this, though. If you fail, we do have Save Player as a card, but you take a wound 10.
Wait a minute. Sorry. Real quick. Is this
It never-
+2.
no.
Physical resist. You be a 2 and not a 3.
So there's no house die.
There is a house die for this.
Wait, so if the attack strikes you, something that inflicts damage, you have to roll your own damage.
Just listen to me. It's a different roll. It's 2 rolls for this. You get 1 to get grabbed and 1 to try to squirm away before you take. There's no damage.
Okay, so
You
I
just
am rolling a
die.
house die.
You are rolling a house die.
That's +2.
You have a boon. So 3 dice plus a house die. You need a 12. There's no rerolls left.
+2. This is resisting physical damage.
You do not get your dexterity bonus for this. I'm sorry.
So the +2 adds to my overall rating.
2 adds to your total. The +2
Two
adds to
my
your total.
That is a 11.
That is not high enough.
Nope.
Did you see him get yanked in the side? You hear a snap, and it's not the rope. Drew, would you like to use Save Player?
Sure.
It snaps. Something in you breaks.
Okay.
You have a wound 10. Just put
Physical damage.
Physical wound 10. That is from serving hands. He drops to the ground far. He goes out of sight. There's a few seconds. The rope's taut. It goes slack, and he hits the ground in the center.
I use gentle landing.
It's sure. There's no extra damage. It's from the rope. It's not from the fall.
Okay.
It's from him getting his back snapped in half.
Oh gosh.
Do you guys pull him back in? I mean, it's like a fishing line. A regular fishing line. Now, what I want to know is how many wounds do you take until you're fucked? That's what I would like to know. Because he has a 7 and a 10 now.
7 mental, 10
And
physical.
10 physical. Did you drag him back in, or are you going to leave him out there? The hand doesn't come back down yet.
Oh my god.
Shield's laying out there. Regdor's laying out there.
If the hand's not coming down, I feel like we should. I don't know how much time we would have.
Well, you can just grab the rope and pull him back. You don't even have to go out there if you want.
But the cellar, though.
Yeah, well, and the key that he dropped that's in the center of the place now. What are you guys doing? Burke, what are you doing? I'm just going to go down the chain of command here.
I think we should, at the risk of the hand trying to grab him again, I think we should pull him in. We can't do anything if he's just sitting out there and one of us gets snatched away.
So are you grabbing the rope?
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm going to grab the rope.
No roll required. Pull him back in. The hand does not come back down.
Okay.
It gets really dark outside again. The shield is laying out there, and the key, you can see it shining in the little bit of light that there is. Just taunting you. Just mere feet from the cellar door. Regdor, are you still alive? Did you look up how the wounds work?
I'm trying to figure that out.
Okay. Well, while you're looking that up, Georgia, what do you want to do?
I would like to go ahead and just give him like a quick medical evaluation, figure out what the big problems are right now.
Pretty sure his back's broke.
Back's broken. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He's alive.
I would like. Yeah. That's very good. I would like to look around for any sort of chair, any wheels, any wagons, anything like that. No,
nothing.
Okay.
Everything I read is what's in the room.
Okay. Got it.
Accumulating damage is a nasty, nasty thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I'm trying to find that as well.
It's 28 in the document for the player guide.
Yeah, I'm looking at.
As we're all just.
They're like, I don't see it. I will remind you that the timer is counting down again. At the end of this timer is the end of the show, unless they say it.
I mean, is there a way to administer a minor elixir of life right now?
You could use magical healing on him. I would need to know how many wounds he can take.
Okay.
How does the rule work? Does anyone find what it is? Because I don't have that doc open right now because I have so many other things open.
Each time a wounded character sustains a new wound, they must roll as they would with any task against the rating of their most grievous wound, regardless of when it was sustained. Well, I mean, I took a wound, so I would have to roll against the 7, right?
No, the most grievous wound would be the wound 10.
Excuse me. Okay, so I got to roll against the 10. If they fail, they fall unconscious or are otherwise completely unable to act due to their injuries. An unconscious or similarly, Jesus, debilitated character with a wound rated higher than the character must, a minute or so later, roll against the wound with the highest rating.
Okay.
The player must also subtract the number of dooms the character has gained up to that point.
Okay.
If they fail the roll, they bleed out and die.
So, what I would like to say then is, yes, you could use the potion. It'll get rid of the highest wound he has. He will still have the mental wound, and he will be rolling against that to see if he is unconscious. The 10 first, though. I need that roll first, Drew, to see if you're unconscious.
Okay. So...
She digs out of her pack a potion and starts force-feeding it to him. I'll give you a physical bonus and a Drew bonus, so you have a +2 to this roll.
So I have a wounded character always has a bane for each wound sustained.
You have 2.
That I can't roll.
Yeah, you can. You only ever take one bane. You can never take more than one. It's just 2 in case
The
there's extra
banes-
bonuses.
The banes would cancel out boons that you may have.
Right.
So
So if you
you're
had
still
2
just
boons
rolling
and 2
one-
banes, you would roll nothing. If you have no boons and 2 banes, you still only roll 1 bane. They just stack up in case you have extra boons to wash each other out. So you're gonna roll
gotcha.
1 bane and subtract it off. And I can give you a +2 total between serving hands for a physical resistance and for a Drew bonus.
Sure. So +2.
+2 to your roll.
Okay.
When this happened before,
Was
there?
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Finish your thing. I said.
No, go ahead, Todd. We'll get to him.
I was just going to say to Georgia, it's like when this happened with your goblin friend, did someone else go out there right away? Is there a time between, or is it just every time someone goes out? Because if this is our window to get to that door, we should take it. You're muted.
Allie's
That is where I
contemplating death.
Yeah, for real. I'm over here just like, you know what? I should take up smoking again. Nicotine.
Don't you dare blame me for you starting smoking again. Anyway,
Don't smoke, kids.
Holy moly.
no one out
You're
there
a
did go
detective
out. In
about
case
to
you don't,
retire.
if you don't
Yeah,
remember,
no,
Allie, no one went
because
out.
we didn't see his body. He was launched
left.
out, so we
Yeah.
didn't have like that window. I feel like I'm there with you. I think that would be a good call.
Cool. Are you
to-
both going to run out there, or one of you is going to run out there before the potion
I'm-
is administered? I need to know the time frame.
You're practicing the healing arts. He's your brother.
Okay.
You do this. I'll
Mhm.
go.
I will tell you that it is dark out there.
I will conjure fire in my
Okay.
hand.
How bright is the fire? Like a
Oh,
torch?
for me, not very bright because I didn't take the power that makes
Okay.
it super torchlight.
So you run out, you administer it. Drew, what did you get for Regdur on your save?
I didn't make it.
So you're unconscious then.
I'm unconscious because I rolled 7 and the bane was a 6.
Okay, so you're unconscious. You administer the potion. The wound 10 goes away. You still have the wound 7. Make me a roll for the wound 7 to see if you wake up from that. That's how I'll
Okay.
handle that part. You run out. I would love to say that your theory was right, but it wasn't. I need you to give me your roll. It is against a rating of 8, so a 15 in total. You are not tied off. I'll give you a +2, 1 for you. I think we might have a medium one bonus from you, Todd. Would you like your medium bonus and a physical? Sorry, medium and a +1. That'll give you a +3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be.
Yeah, it'd be great. So that one's from Bear and a base one from you. Let me find another one here for you. And a small
What's the
bonus from Allie.
So, how much is that bonus then total? Or was it just
3.
2? 3
Plus
total
3.
on top of what I've got. Okay.
And you're resisting
Um,
against a 15.
Could I manipulate my shield as a defense boon? Because
No, it just
trying to
specifically
defend with it?
says no forms of armor can be used to help negate this rating.
All right. So then there's no boon, but there's no banes either, right?
No banes or anything like that.
+3. All right. Defense regularly is boosted to 3. Yeah. Ooh, 6, 10, 13.
That is not
13.
high enough. And we do not have a reroll. It grabs a hold of him, Allie. Georgia looks up at your ministering the potion. Regdur, did you make your 7 for mental?
I roll in. I have +2.
Don't forget your bane, because you always have one bane.
Oh, I did. And I rolled a 6 and a 4, and the bane was a 4. So it's a 6
Okay.
+2. So I beat it by 1.
You wake up, look out as you see the hand whoosh, and grab a hold of Burke and start launching, like to take him up into the air. Burke, you get your secondary roll. This is a rating 6. So that is a 12, a 13 for you. This is to
13.
resist.
All right.
Yep.
This is to resist.
This would be to squirm free.
And those bonuses are gone now because that was a one-time deal.
Yes, you could use them again. You want some more?
Do we have more for me?
Yeah, I could give you another medium bonus from Serving Hands. I can give you another small bonus from Storm Bunny Studios.
All right. So
that's plus 3
total. On top of
13.
3 for my defense.
And give me that house die.
Saves.
That's what matters if you make this.
And the house die. Okay, so 6.
Come on,
plus what I
dude,
roll.
baby. Let's go. The house hates you.
Oh, hello, baby. So that's 17.
It
and only
pulls you
one
squirm free,
shit.
and you see it hit the ground and come back and is going for you again. What is your action? You have a shield, a key, and a lock cellar, or leaving the area. What's your action? Or the statues if you really want, or reading the thing at the end, but your choice. What do you want to do with
I
your
want
action?
to snatch up the key
You got the key.
and get to that.
You move to cellar, it
Cellar
strikes
door
you again. Roll again versus 15.
Point of order, can he just bring the key to him as he's running to the door? Because he can control metal?
That would still be his action.
Oh, okay.
But with that said, the other two of you see this happening. You see the hand coming back down. He has no rope tied to him. Are either one of you doing anything before we know what Todd gets on his roll here?
Eric,
Yes.
for the love of God, can I please tangle vine?
Yes. Yes, you can. Are you doing it to
Cry now.
Todd or the hand?
The hand.
Unfortunately, physical things do not affect the hand. It passes through it. Thank you for trying.
Okay.
Regdor, what would you like to do?
Well, he wouldn't know that, so he's going to try and shoot the shadow as it comes down.
Do you have a magical weapon?
I have a trinket that'll make it a magical
Would
weapon.
you like to do that?
I absolutely would.
All right, it is a 6, so you're looking at a 13 to hit it. Hey, you see vines wrap, it pulls right through the vines.
Okay, I still wait. No,
Alex, it's this goddamn
I still have the mental damage. So that's
do.
a bane.
It
So
is a
that
bane, but
washes
you gotta-
out the boon
Yep.
that I have for my.
Yep. Would you like bonuses? I can get you
Yes.
a +1. That's all
Yes,
you got
I
left right
would.
now.
All right. Do something.
It's your last +1, I think, too.
Okay.
Oh, you got a couple more. I lied. This one's from Serving Hands.
Set it +1.
+1 to the roll. You're looking for 13. When I need to know if you succeed, and if the house dice is higher, if you do succeed.
God damn it. Do we have anything else?
No, that's all there is.
I rolled 9 on the dice with a +3 is a 12.
You got it. Yeah, sorry, buddy. That's all there is.
Damn it.
You don't have any medium bonuses, unfortunately.
Because you used the trinket, I would argue that
The trinket's
Oh,
letting
'cause
him
it's-
hit it. That's what it's doing.
because of the magic. Okay.
The magic makes it a
Raise
+1 to hit, and it adds an extra die of damage.
Yeah, no, I'm
I
not
thought
doing
maybe
that.
it would add to his rating.
Nope, this is just so he can hit the shadowy creature. Otherwise, I would let that be a thing.
Yeah.
Magical weapons are called out in the guide as
Yep.
a +1.
As a what?
Well, when they converted a dwarf from 5e, they said because he has a magical axe, it hits
Oh,
1 rating higher than him normally.
if it calls it out, I'm not going to take that from
Thought
you.
maybe it would.
Oh, cool.
Absolutely, you can correct me technically.
Technically,
Grack support. What the hell is that hand made out of?
Yeah, absolutely. You can. I'll allow that. Does that give it to you?
Yeah, I just needed 1 to hit it.
All right. Let's see if I take damage. Roll.
And this is
D6 plus your bonus.
just a D6 plus my bonus.
Good luck.
5.
I have an 11. It hits it and it ripples across. I rolled a 6 plus my bonus.
Because it's just 1 D6.
Yep, that's
Yeah.
what my resist is. As that hits and it ripples across it, it reaches down to grab you. Burke, what did you get on your resistance? For your second, not your resistance, your second roll versus the 13, what did you get with your +2, 3 bonus?
Oh, +3. 16.
And is the house die the highest one rolled?
No.
Okay.
The house die was a 3. My best was a 6.
You square them out. Next action. What do you want?
Open the damn cellar door.
Are you diving in immediately? Or are you staying out here?
Oh, God.
Yes.
Burke's all about the teamwork. He doesn't want to leave you behind.
Team Burke. I don't.
Let me know, Todd. If you're diving in, I'll send you the map. If you're not diving in, I'm going to wait.
Team Burke makes the dream work. Let's.
Would you be yelling "go, go, go" and staying out there as a
Team
team
Burke
member?
makes the dream work.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Drew, Todd, I want to know what you're doing. Is Burke staying there? What would Burke do? That's a new bracelet. Used to be Nora. It's Burke now.
I don't know. I don't have a thing I can do to get them to me. I don't have a way to.
31, 30, 29.
Ship the clock.
26.
I will go in and I will cry.
All right, you go in. I will send you the map. What are the other two of you doing? 20.
Running and diving in.
Are you going together?
Wait, he can run?
Yeah, you fixed it.
Yeah, I'm up. Yeah,
it's just
he fixed
mental
me.
damage now.
It's mental damage.
Oh, thank fucking God. I've been over here like, how do I make
Are
a
you both
wheelchair?
running? 5, 4.
Yes.
3.
Yes.
Running.
Cool. Evens or odds? Who wants to be evens out of you as the hand comes back down?
I will.
No, I mean out of all. Oh, there's a Burke dive. You're even? Actually, I'll let the audience roll. D6. I'll let the audience do this. Give me a D6. Evens, it strikes at Regder. Odds, it strikes at Georgia. Because it can only strike one person at a time.
Chad, I swear to God, if you get an odd number, I swear to God, I'll fucking come after you.
I hope they get an odd number. I
kill
hope it goes
you.
after you.
All right, let's see.
You know what? That's
It's just
fair.
on
I'm the
Allie
only one
right
who
now.
hasn't
I
had
just
to-
have it on.
yeah.
I have it on Allie's face right now, just to make sure.
So I can threaten. Let's
That's
go.
an
Let's
odd.
do this. Let's do this. Let's do this.
Okay.
Let's
cool.
fucking go.
Cool. Cool. You got a 15, Allie. Come on.
Okay.
Come
okay.
on.
Let's fucking do this. Let's fucking do this. Am I gonna use butterflies? No. Ethauntia dice. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I'm using my bone. I'm using all the bonuses. I have a medium. I know I got a medium. That's 2.
Well, so it's
Plus
15. You have a medium, that's +2, and you have a regular, which is +1. That's +3 in total.
Let's fucking go. Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking for this failure. And a boon.
Yep. Oh yeah. Oh.
But you
wait,
gotta roll
yep,
a boon.
Yep.
I don't understand, Todd, why they don't tell you to have the boon as a different color die. Yeah.
Before adding bonuses, I got a 17.
Okay. You dive through.
Let's
the
go.
hand misses you. Your shield, though, is lost out as you all dive down into
Fuck that
the
shield.
basement. I'm going to give you the link in our group chat.
Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah.
I hate this house.
You know what?
Hate it
And it
so much.
hates you.
It's you.
Here's that. I'm going
Burn
to
it
put
to
it
the
on the
ground.
screen for the group watching as well. Here
An
is
exit?
the basement. In the basement is cold, dark as you all land. Back up above, the doors to the cellar are still open in the darkness, the breeze blowing down. It's musty smell. Creaky wooden steps can be heard as you tumble down them. When you land on the stone floor, it's damp. In one corner, an old wooden bin can be seen with rotting vegetables. On the south, there is something that only people have seen in Cadra, and it's a rusted 2-seated bicycle.
Oh, Whisper.
Bicycle built for 2?
Yeah, it's for 2. I know the picture's 1, but it says 2. It's a rusty bicycle hanging upside down on hooks in the ceiling. There's a few old tools that hang from pegs on the wall, and an equally rusted metal barrel with a closed wooden chest stands next to the far wall. The damp, utterly still air carries a slight hint of a gangrene smell. In the northeast corner, whoever's holding the key can see this man. Who's holding the key right now?
Burke.
I have it.
Burke, that guy that I sent to you earlier, you can see in the northeast corner. Nobody else can see him.
Which guy do you mean?
The one I sent to you in
sent
Discord.
it. You sent it to me.
Oh, did I? Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. You had the key. That's right. Burke, I apologize. Here you go. As a reminder for the audience.
Oh.
You're the only one who can see him. And he leans down, and you can even hear as he moves, like the sound is a little, like the sound is not synced with him. And you can hear the clanking of the stuff that is on him as he leans down and looks from the corner of the room. And takes a couple steps towards you. He is not chained to the wall or anything.
He knew, dude. I'm going to set this key down.
He immediately disappears.
There's a guy. When you're holding the key, there's a guy. Did you see the guy? When you've had the key, have you seen him?
I would like the three of you to describe who you saw.
When I held it, it was like it was bald and he had locks all over him, but there was a large lock in his chest.
That's the one.
What? No.
What, he's here?
If there was a lock, it was definitely in his hand.
He was covered with locks. They were all over his body, like embedded in the skin.
Maybe embedded in his skin? No. He definitely had. It was more clocks than locks, if you ask me.
Locks? No.
Yeah, no,
Hanging from his face?
I saw there was a keyhole in his chest, and then there were locks, like almost pierced through his body, like they were jewelry or something, but they were all over him. And
That's the one.
he had blocks for feet.
Purple
looked like-
robes?
They were there's no robes. He's wearing like a loincloth. Yeah.
Really, really hoping he can't get closer to us if we're not holding the key, because he was right there and he was coming this way.
I mean, if there's a key and he's got a lock in his chest, I'm guessing we're supposed to put it in and turn it. Why else would we have the key?
No. I don't think he has anything to do with the key. This is supposed to be a room where there's something to help us get out of here.
Is it?
Well, it could be him. It
Yeah,
could be the
that's the
bucket of rot in the corner.
Is
I have
it?
no idea.
Out of the frying pan into the basement of horrors. Great. Okay.
You said there was a chest in here, Eric?
Yeah. You can move through the room.
I'm gonna start pinching myself.
And are you just leaving the key on the ground?
I'll pick it up.
Okay, you pick it up. Immediately, you see this, Allie. Now, you're going to be able to see what they saw.
Oh no, this is a different guy. Different guy.
See?
Just saying that in the air as you pick up the key.
He walks again, you hear the thunk, thunk. And it's a late echo as he steps towards you really close.
I'm gonna put the key in if I'm not touching it with my hands, if it's like in my pocket.
I mean, you're
What? No,
holding
you
it.
just picked it up
You just picked it up and he walks
off
towards
the
you.
ground.
And you see Regner go towards you. You said the crate?
Yeah, well, you said there was a chest, like a locked chest.
No. I said there's a crate in the room. Crate full of vegetables.
Right.
So there is a crate.
Oh,
tools on the
a
wall,
metal
a
barrel. Was I thought you said something was locked. I thought there was like a.
Nope. Nope,
Okay.
just the person walking towards her, which is great because whoever's holding the key, when the timer goes down, gets the doom. Please mark a doom point on your character sheet.
Oh, son of a fuck. Okay.
This puts our total at
That's 6, isn't it?
6. When you see him, he walks towards you. As he takes the final step, there's a crack in the floor, and the floor opens. No one else can see it. There is a flash of being out in Moldavia when at some point in time in your travels, someone was lost to the mountains as either an avalanche or a gap opens. Except this time, it's you. I need you to make me a mental resistance. Task level.
Okay.
The rating for it is a 9. Plus your 7, making it 16. Or sorry, 18. 18.
No, 9 plus 7. You said 9 plus 7?
Oh, 16. Yeah, 16. I'm
16.
Right. I'm right. 16. I did it right. Would you like bonuses before we make this roll?
Yes, please.
All right. Let's get you a medium. +2. That's from Bear. Let's get you a plus 1. The +1 for you. Yeah, Bear. And we'll get one from... Small bonus. I don't know if you have any smalls left. I don't see any smalls left for you. You don't have any smalls left. You just get a +2.
Wait,
Don't have
what?
any smalls.
There's no small bonuses left for you, Allie. We're out.
Last time I looked, I had like 5. I only used 1 medium.
Oh, you do have. I
Okay,
lied
okay.
to you. Serving Hands has one. It just doesn't say small bonus for you. That's why.
It says
There you
base.
go.
It says
I know.
like
I
base
got
bonus.
it. I already
Yeah.
did it.
Okay, thank God.
So you got +3.
Okay. I would like to go ahead and so if we are going back to the Lost in the Wilderness survival, I have assurance listed under my boons for survival skills.
That sounds like some bullshit.
I think that would apply.
Assurance. What does assurance give you normally?
I don't remember. It was right.
Right, but that is not for saves, my friend.
Okay.
That's a skill. That's adorable. She's,
All right, hold on.
it's crack. Yeah, sure. Allie's like, I'm gonna die from coughing first.
Okay, sorry. So what were the bonuses there?
+3.
+3. Okay.
+3.
So I need 11. I got a 9 plus my rating plus wait. Yeah, no, 9 plus that. I got a 14.
So not enough.
No.
With that said, you see her collapse to the ground. And you need to resist the damage to determine how bad the wound is, please. So it's a D6 roll, plus
Okay.
your rating for mental resistance stuff. I can give you a +1 to this.
Okay. Okay, that's
D6
that's
plus
not
your
good.
resistance.
I rolled a 1.
Okay, and that's from Serving Hands. A 1. So what's your total? 3? 4? What do you got?
It spell resistance?
No, it would just be
Okay.
mental.
Then yeah, 3.
All right. You take a mental wound of 7.
Okay.
That's the difference between the two rolls. She collapses to the ground, and I would like to know: do you continue clutching the key, or do you let go?
I'd probably let go.
All right, you let go. You no longer see the person. What do the other two of you in the room like to do? Timer is up. That was the doom for it. I will not restart another one here as we get near the end of the show. But doom can
Georgia.
still happen from your rolls.
Georgia, run over.
Yeah.
Is she awake?
Shaking. That will be up to her when she makes a roll versus the wound 7 to see if she is awake or unconscious.
Okay. And that's just standard roll, or
I believe, right? Yes, it's 2d6, Drew,
Yeah.
for the resistance versus the wound
yes, I'm fine.
to see if you're awake,
I'm fine.
or is
I
it
got
just a
5
regular
for the
resistance
6.
roll? I want to know if it's a d6 or 2d6. That's what I want to know. And she has a doom. Don't forget a doom as well, Allie.
Okay. Got it.
No. I mean, you have a doom point, Allie, not roll a doom die. You have a doom point.
Oh, okay. Got it. I thought that was Doom Point acting
Nope.
as a bane against the
I don't
rogue.
know if
Okay.
you have a doom for this because I don't know what it is to get back up from a wound if you're unconscious or
So-
not when you read it. What does it
Right.
say? For the roll?
That's
I'm trying to find it.
Tell me the page number so I can write it down.
28.
Okay, just so I have it written down.
You roll like you would against any task against the rating of the most grievous wound.
So
Yeah,
it's
so
2d6.
it's 2d6.
Yep, 2d6 and a house die. Then. So what did you get, Allie? 2d6 with a house die.
16. Yeah.
Okay, you are not unconscious. She's down. Up to you. How do you want to react to it? You saw an image, and you can pick whoever it is that you lost to the crack in Moldavia in the mountains. Your choice of whoever it was.
Okay. I think it was just like an old druid. Like
So
Circle
not
of Pine.
family, someone you trained with.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
So George is just going to take a minute. You see her kind of like do some breathing exercises, trying to ground herself, but she's definitely getting worked into a state of panic because she can't. She's feeling very trapped, and she doesn't do well with feeling.
Yeah, the cellar
trapped
probably
and
doesn't
boxed
help.
in. Not
Burke.
even a little bit.
Burke, take her hand.
Okay.
Okay.
I take her other hand
Mm-hmm.
and I pick up the key.
Okay, you grab the key. You see the man again. He's standing next to you. The echoes are a little more in sync with him now, and he is groaning in pain. With that said, now that you can see him, I'm going to put this on screen so the audience can see him as well, just so it's on screen. And we are going to have a little thing here we got to do. Let me move back here. Let's get rid of this one. His mouth is a bunch of tumblers locked shut, and he's moaning in pain through it with keys or locks pinched through his body. His legs and feet end in a like concrete blocks. His feet do. And he's groaning. When he's close enough to you, you can hear him say, "Kill me." There's a
I
lot of
hold up the-
locks.
Oh my God.
That key only fits one lock.
The one in his chest.
Could be any of them. I'm not telling you.
I think we go for the chest.
They can't see it. Only you can.
No, I know.
Oh, shit.
I hold up the key and look at him. And like,
He just yells again with a second action to kill him. He's not touching you. His fingers are bent in weird angles.
I'll put the key in and turn it.
Which lock?
The chest.
Focus.
When you go to put it to it, you notice that keyhole is too big. He screams again this time, and he gets in your face, screaming through it, and you can smell the gangrene and decay.
The one in his
George's-
forehead.
I'm going to give you a description of this guy. Let's see here.
I think Georgia is going to also say, like, the key will tell you where it wants to go.
He has mostly bare skin, and he's covered with a rough topography of scars, while his eyes and mouth are stitched shut with metal thread. Many of the padlocks can be seen sewn or punched through his flesh, but prominently there's a huge keyhole on his chest and another larger keyhole on his forehead.
Oh, it's bigger than the one on his chest.
Nope, the one on the chest is larger, but the next largest is the one on his forehead. Most prominent, I should say. It's like the only one's embedded in him.
I'd say the forehead then.
When you place it to his forehead, it fits.
Turn it.
You turn it. His entire face peels apart and opens up. And both of you, well, actually everyone's holding Georgia, right?
Mhm.
All three of you then, no one gets left behind. Get pulled through, and you are in the gate as the eyes in Maria are facing off.
Erik, shut up! What? God damn!
That is the end of our show for the night, everybody.
Damn it.
No, it's
Yes, it is. Thank you so much for joining us. This is the Darkest House, our Ethauntia
Allie's so
special
angry.
event.
Oh,
There's
God.
a lot of things going on this week. I know that Allie has something going on Sunday, which we will get to in a minute.
God.
Drew, are you doing
Emergency
spoopy
therapy
games?
for all of us.
Yeah, therapy. Drew, is your wife providing therapy for this session?
I don't know. She's watching, but maybe. Allie, you can give her a call. No spoopy games this Thursday. I'm taking the day off. Got friends in town.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And those who missed yesterday, we did our character creation for Cyberpunk. It is up. I highly recommend watching it. It was a really entertaining session. There's a lot of secrets that we've hinted to, but we're not saying what they are yet. This Monday, we will do the next one, which is with Kelly and Matt Palmer for their characters. Allie, what do you got going on this Sunday? I know you got something kind of special. Besides stress. Besides stress, what do you got going on Sunday, girl?
Go to Todd. Come back to me. I can't. Okay, no. Okay.
Hey, Todd, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Should we just go right back to Allie?
back to
Cool.
Allie.
There was your time, Allie.
Hi guys. What's up? I'm Allie Capone. I'm one of the co-founders of FGP, and going in chronological order, we do not have home brewery this week. However, on Thursday, over on the Random Encounters Guild,
nice.
you can catch me and Jenna and Scott and I think Kevin and Error all playing a little bit of Blades in the Dark.
One of my favorite systems of all time.
Swing on by. That's going to be tons of fun. And then on Sunday, we are going to be kicking off our first official session of our Girl by Moonlight campaign over on Femme Gamer Party, Trinity Division X, Solar Pop Revolution.
Okay.
So, yeah, come join
Straight
me
up manga.
and Jenna, along with Diana Restrepo, and of course, Kylie Eberhard, aka Viking Mermaid. This trio is District 6, Trinity Trio of Protectors. Yeah, so it's gonna be fun. Lots of fun.
Awesome.
I do have something. I lied.
No. Did you get another Doom point?
No. I didn't get another Doom point. No. I did want to say that. So my birthday is February 11th.
Yeah, I know. Jen's is the 10th.
So Saturday, possibly also Friday. I'm going to be doing a birthday stream that weekend.
Okay.
It might be a
announce
24-hour
this
stream.
Next week, not now.
I'm just giving people the heads up.
Until I
Might be
see
a 24-hour
ads,
stream.
it's not even real.
And ship gifts.
Yeah, it's not even real until I see ads, my friend. Wave
actually
bye, everybody.
Set something up for that.
Wave bye. I love it. Everybody, thank you so much for joining us tonight. We have a ton of stuff's going on. If you're watching this on YouTube afterwards, things are going to be here to click. One's going to be a video. The other one's going to be to subscribe. We're trying to hit our 500. But Thursday, we are back with creature creation because on Friday, we have our brand new corpse talk with Brian, who is the creator of Vaskrim. Let's see how many times we can kill him and see what treasure he brings for the pool. I will be back to do those two shows. Then we'll be back on Monday, of course, for our next character creation for Cyberpunk 2077 Detroit Living City. I want to thank you all for the Streamloot cards. We'll be back and doing the Darkest House at some point in time. This is what happens when people can't show up. Blame Kelly.